Specialist in Uniontown, problems with the digestive tract or no picnic. Get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, for the Mustangs, going from left to right on the offensive line, we'll start. Number 53, Devin Krybowski. Number 75, left guard, is Josh Kelly. The center is number 68, Brad Smith. Right guard is number 70, Hunter Hrab. The right tackle is number 59, Cam Bradley, and the tight end, number 14, Lucas Ferens. Quarterback is C.J. Soltis. Wide receivers, Keandre DeShields, number 1, Ben Wilson, number 7, Caleb Rafel, number 6, and, of course, Rodney Gallagher, number 2. And at tailback, or running back, is Antoine Black, number 4. Defensively for the Mustangs, a 4-4 look. Going across the front is Pletcher, Smith, Bradley, and Ferens. Outside linebackers, left to right, is McCoy, Wilson in the inside, Hoff on the right side, and Lehu outside on the right side. Defensive backs from left to right, Gallagher, DeShields, and Rafel. For the Red Raiders, on the defensive side, they're going with a 4-4-3 look, and they may switch that up a little bit, but that's what they have on the depth chart. You got Torbich, number 45, is the defensive end on the left. Lewis, number 73, defensive tackle. Smitley, other defensive tackle, and the right side is Ranker. He's number 54. Linebackers from left to right, Jones, Jackson, Swaney, and George. And the defensive backs are Winfrey, Jackson, and Hawk. For the Red Raiders on offense, the offensive line from left to right, Lewis is the left tackle, Ranker left guard, Gordon is the center, Ray is the right guard, Smitley right tackle. Receivers, 4 of them, McLee, Hawk, Grooms, and George. Quarterback is Tavion Richardson, and the running back is Maurice Jackson.
Steve, Uniontown, one of 3 schools in Fayette County playing independent schedules. Of course, Albert Gallatin's done it since 2019, Red Raiders since 2020, and Brownsville will do it for the first time this year. Laurel Highlands last year was the only Fayette County school that played a WPIAL schedule and won a game. Connellsville and Fraser went winless. And, of course, next weekend, the Red Raiders actually taking on the Brownsville Falcons. It'll be the Uniontown Hall of Fame game. They're going to welcome back the 1975 Uniontown football team and welcome them into the school's Hall of Fame. Of course, that was coached by Hall of Famer Jim Render, as the most coaching wins in WPIAL history. The team went 9-1, outscored their opponents 239-42, posted 6 shutouts, and our good buddy and sponsor, Dr. Michael George, was on that team. I know he's pretty excited for next weekend as well.
Yeah, that's a heck of a thing. A lot of good players on that team, and of course Render, a great coach, and it's a shame he left, and of course he did.
He didn't leave on his own.
I know he didn't. He got released, and then he went to Upper St. Clair, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And he turned into his already great career and a Hall of Fame type career. So that was a kind of a sad spot for the Red Raider fans for lose him, and it's been a little bit of a struggle since, but hopefully we can turn things around and get this get back to the old winning ways.
Remember back a couple of years ago when Coach Render broke the all-time wins record. We're starting to get some rain in here a little bit, Steve. We expected some rain tonight as well. I'm going to have to move our table over here just a little bit, keep all of our equipment dry with some of the rain moving in. Coach Render said it certainly worked out better for me than it worked out for them.
Yeah. It sure did.
We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and be back with the opening kickoff. Mustangs have won the coin toss, and they will receive when we come back here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The Catholic War Veterans is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. They are sponsoring their 12th annual Frank L. Musica golf outing again this year. They have proudly given 37 scholarships to area students since its inception. The Catholic War Veterans, post 1669 in Hopwood.
Again, Brian Morozak and Steve Supert back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Mustangs decked out in their home blues, white numbers, a little red trim. Look at the football first and defend to our left. Uniontown in their away whites, maroon numbers. They'll defend off to our right. Do these rain showers affect any of the teams you think too much here, Steve?
No, I would. It's the conditions anymore with these turf fields, Brian, are so good. A little bit of water will probably help the guys. If it gets to be a torrential type of rain, then when the football gets wet, that can pose some problems, especially if the Mustangs want to throw it around a little bit. But a little bit of rain would probably be a welcome for these guys. It was a very, very sticky, muggy day, and I'm sure this rain feels pretty good to those guys out there. I don't think the fans are too happy right now.
It'll be Grant Barczyk to kick off for Uniontown, playing 3 sports in the fall. He's on the cross-country team, plays soccer, and he's the kicker on the football team as well, and he'll get this game started. Again, Uniontown working right to left as we describe it, and we're set to get another high school football season underway here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live as Barczyk pooches it over on the far side, and he'll take a little one-hop. That's a live football, and finally scooped up there by the Mustangs' Hunter Kuzier, and Laurel Highlands will start just shy of their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, good, pretty heads-up play by Kuzier. Let that ball looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and it kind of looked like one of your wedge shots, Brian. It had a little bit of backspin on it, and it stayed over there on the sideline right around the 30, and it looked like it was going to go out, and then the way it bounced, it kind of little backspin on it, and Kuzier was smart to fall on it.
So the Mustangs to start this drive from their own 29-yard line with Soltis out of the shotgun, and Laurel Highlands going to go empty here, Steve, to start this game from the 29. And CJ awaiting the football, gets it, little quick screen, near side, goes to Gallagher, tries to cut up the field, he'll lose 4 back to the 25, and little extracurriculars occurring here on the near side, right around the 34-yard line.
Complete to Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher, little bubble screen there, a little jailbreak type screen. He just lost his footing, and a good job by the Red Raiders to go in there and smother him up a little bit.
Now 2nd and 12. We'll spot the ball from the 26-yard line. And the rain continuing to fall here at Laurel Highlands tonight. CJ with Antoine Black to his left. He'll get it on a little quick screen, and Black stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Back of the 23, so the Uniontown defense looking strong here to start, Steve. And who would have thought Laurel Highlands with 2 plays going for negative yards to start this game?
Yeah, not the start the Mustangs were looking for, and the Red Raiders got to be happy over there on their sideline right now, feeling pretty good about the way they've defended the first 2 plays.
Now 3rd down and 15. Line of scrimmage, Laurel Highlands 22, and Rod might have jumped early there.
I think
lined up in the right slot.
The left guard jumped as well. Billy Beener, our official tonight, head referee.
Mike Moran, Paul Koval, Jim Hoby, Mark Tortorella, and John Barley also on the crew this evening.
A little bit of miscommunication there. The left guard and that's Kelly and Gallagher both flinched. Now what you're looking for, 3rd and 20.
Actually there, Brad Smith, the center, picked up the football. Referees let that one go, and now on 3rd and 20, Soltis again going empty, pump fake, throws deep middle, far side, and overthrew the intended wide receiver, Hunter Kuzier, down the far sideline.
He had him, nice route by Kuzier, and just Soltis with a good throw just overthrew him by just a fraction, about 2 yards too far, and that'll force the Mustangs into a punting situation.
I don't think too many people would have expected that coming in, Steve. Mustangs 3 and out on their opening drive and actually lost 10 yards.
Yes.
So now Laurel Highlands will punt, standing back at the 5-yard line for the Mustangs. Harry Radcliffe. We thought Kuzier might do the punting tonight, but that's Harry standing back at the 5-yard line. Red Raiders with George and Jackson right around midfield, and Harry sends it away. Good punt. And he'll go all the way back to the 41, where Cameron Jackson picks it up, and Jackson tackled there by Caleb Rafel at the 45-yard line. That's where Uniontown will start 1st and 10 when we come back. Scoreless game, 10:28 left here in the first. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Sands is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their surplus is your savings.
Sorry.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Donnie Santor snags behind the camera for us to start this 2022 high school football season. And the Red Raiders lining up here in a little pistol set and an inside handoff going for 2, maybe 3 down the far side. I check who that Red Raider ball carrier was. It's like number 23. It's the freshman Marion Jones getting the carry there for 3 up to the 48-yard line. I'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Red Raiders really high on Jones there, Steve. And you have Jones and the 2 Jacksons, Maurice and Cameron, that'll see most of the action. Cameron and Maurice are actually brothers. Their dad, also Maurice Jackson Sr., is the running back and defensive backs coach for the Red Raiders. He was a 1,000-yard rusher at Albert Gallatin. And another handoff, once again going to Jones. And this time, Jones will lose what he gained. And there's going to be a late flag coming in here for the Red Raiders.
Marion Jones. Now, I don't know who they're going to call it on, but one of the Red Raiders, I believe it might have been, it could have been Ferens, but somebody was talking a little extracurricular, and of course the last guy usually always gets the flag, and that was Jones, who tossed the football right at his face, which if you really think about it, what's it going to do? The guy's wearing a helmet, right? So
yeah.
I mean, so that is the typical classic rookie mistake, if you will, freshman mistake.
And of course, as we mentioned, a rivalry game. Most of these kids know each other pretty well, and they're playing at 110% here, at least in the opening 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Now 3rd and 25 for Uniontown. Football now back at the Red Raiders' 32-yard line. Again, the quarterback Tavian Richardson. Back in a pistol set, semi-loaded pistol. He'll take the snap, he'll roll out to the far side, and Tavian taken back at the 22-yard line. And taken down by a trio of Mustangs there, Steve. Parker Hoff over there, along with Leland Lehue and a couple of others. And now Uniontown will have to punt.
That was McCoy, 15, got in there.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Ended up going as a loss of 6. It'll be 4th down and 31.
At 25.
Another little more extracurricular after the play there, as McCoy was talking a little bit with the Red Raiders running back.
Nathan Searock is the Uniontown punter. Low snap coming back, and it got partially blocked. Loose ball on the far side, and the Mustangs just going to let it go. Now actually picked up by a Laurel Highlands player and taken out of bounds at the Uniontown 32. That's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 8:55 left in the first scoreless game. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. CR Bryna Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Brian Morozak and Steve Suberg back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Mustangs with great field position here, Steve. They'll start this drive at the Uniontown 32-yard line with Soltis out of the shotgun. Antoine Black off to his right, triple right formation to the wide side of the field. Handoff goes to Black, shaking and baking. Now he has a hole inside the 20, inside the 15, and Antoine Black into the end zone for Laurel Highlands touchdown from 32 yards out.
Just good job by Black. A little bit like little Le'Veon Bell, didn't he? He just kind of waited and did like a little bit of a stutter step and let some people go by him. And
mentioned Black broke a 65-yard touchdown run last week in the Mustangs scrimmage win over University High. We saw him last year play against Laurel Highlands, playing for Brownsville as a freshman. Now Harry Radcliffe on to attempt the extra point as the rain actually picking up a little bit. Soltis is the holder. As Mustangs await the snap, try to go up 7-0. It's clean coming back. Harry, a great leg, one of the top kickers in the WPIL, sends it through. And with 8:47 left here in the opening quarter, it's a 7-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at CR Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Malibu for only $26,340. Loaded with remote starter and driver confidence package. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. All prices are plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of both the players and the coaches, as well as the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Rain really coming down now as we get back to Laurel Highlands High School. And see, we actually saw some lightning out in the distance. We went to that last commercial break. We're going to play on for now. Mustangs to send it away, and Radcliffe on the far side sends it back to the 5-yard line. Here the Red Raiders on the return back to the 18.
I'm actually surprised they're still playing. That was a bolt that everyone in the stadium could see right across the field over right above the Mustang Field scoreboard. And obviously it wasn't that close, but still, you know, when you see lightning, it's yeah, I know they're always cautious.
That was Kadrian McLee that brought that kick back for Uniontown. Trying to keep all of our stuff dry in here as well. We're underneath the 10 out on the deck. Donnie Santor inside the press box with our camera. I think he's probably had to push that back a little bit as well, so we apologize if the camera angles aren't the greatest. We're trying to preserve some of our equipment, keep everything dry out there for you as well. With a pretty hard rainstorm coming down right now, Laurel Highlands High School. Red Raiders starting this drive from their own 18-yard line. Richardson out of the shotgun. Inside handoff going to Braxton Swaney with a flag on the play. Swaney hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back.
Swaney on the carry.
We'll check the flag.
Stop by Farron.
Any idea, Steve, what that might be?
Well, it was thrown on the line, so it's either going to be an offsides or a false start. No, it's a holding.
The penalty is
Defensive holding.
Yeah.
On a running play.
We have a 5-yard penalty.
Not something you see very often.
Football down will be placed for a correction, a 10-yard penalty.
They'll place it down at the 28-yard line.
The ball will now be
A lot of
Pretty
people
good.
scurrying for the exits now.
Yeah. If you're outside, you're getting pretty soaked. Again, we're playing on.
That's a first down for the
So
Well,
another
you know,
strike out to our left. But now, yeah, we don't know how far. We're likely 20 miles away.
Football's an outdoor game.
Yes, it is. Here's Richardson, a little option play, taking himself on the near side and just getting back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Bring up second down and 10.
There's another one. That one looked a little closer.
That got the oohs and ahs from the fans, and I think the officials saw that as well. We're going to go into a lightning delay, it appears. And that looks like what the situation's going to be. With 8:12 left here in the opening quarter.
A lightning delay.
And we thought that might be a situation at some point tonight. So we won't have football here for the next half hour or so. And they're going to clear the field. And we're going to have a little stoppage as well. So what we'll do, we'll have a little Radio Pennsylvania news break for you. And also see if Nick could cue up what would have been the Triple Live High School Sports Network halftime show. We'll play that for you a little bit early just to get you some programming on the air. So again, we'll have a news update from Radio Pennsylvania and also the Triple Live, what should be the halftime show. We'll pass along some of that to you a little bit early, and we'll get you up to date as far as what's going on. And assuming, Steve, we don't see any more lightning, you're probably talking at the earliest about a 7:42 resumption here at Laurel Highlands, being a half an hour from the last time we saw the lightning.
Yep, so they got to wait. That's the rule. So it's going to be a while.
And the other thing they're going to have to do is clear the stadium.
Yeah.
So all the fans have to make their way out.
And they're
because
not
of
leaving
that
yet.
lightning.
A lot of fans are
And
staying.
yeah, a full house here at Laurel Highlands tonight as well. So tough to get everybody out of the building. So we'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back to update you on what's going on. It's a 7-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Lightning delay with 8:12 left here in the opening quarter. C. Harper Group. High school sports tonight.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252. Don't miss the Labor Day sale going on now at Reese Warehouse. Save your hard-earned dollars during Reese Warehouse's Flex Deal sale and take advantage of extra savings on floor models and special orders. Choose from fabric or leather sofas or reclining sofas, plus 12 months no interest for qualified buyers. Shop Monday and Wednesday from 9 to 7, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday until 6, and Saturday 9 till 5. Sale ends Wednesday, September 7th, so hurry in and save. Reese Warehouse, Gans Woodbridge Road in Smithfield.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I've practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. The success of our firm is the result of our clients trusting us to make the best decisions on their behalf when they're injured in an accident. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Bridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
This is a Radio PA News Update. Democratic U.S. Senator Bob Casey of Pennsylvania is applauding President Biden's college loan relief plan. Casey says the president's plan is an important first step forward in helping borrowers settle with student debt. Casey also says lawmakers need to address skyrocketing college costs so that future students can get an education without signing up for a lifetime of debt. State environmental officials have submitted their latest proposal on how they're going to clean up Chesapeake Bay, which gets its largest source of fresh water from Pennsylvania, as David Payne reports.
2 earlier bay cleanup plans were widely criticized for failing to achieve pollution reduction goals and for lack of funding to implement them. This latest proposal contains assurances that all of the state's needed cleanup actions will be in place by 2025, with the money provided from Pennsylvania's share of American Rescue Plan Act funding. The proposal would reduce nutrient and sediment pollution from 33,000 farms in its portion of the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Opponents want an even bigger pledge because the farms in Pennsylvania are the largest contributors of nutrients to the bay. I'm David Payne.
The Department of Conservation and Natural Resources has provided $1 million to complete the final design for the Spring Garden Street Greenway in Philadelphia. DCNR Deputy Secretary Lauren Ingram says this project will close a major trail gap.
DCNR has a goal for Pennsylvania to have a trail within 10 minutes of every Pennsylvanian, and also really have an interstate system of trails, of which this is one. And to get that system finished, we've identified areas where there's gaps in the trails, and then we prioritize them.
And the Little League World Series champion will be determined this weekend in Williamsport. I'm Mark Sims, and you're up to date from Radio PA.
This is your home for Steelers football.
Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Go, baby. How about Najee Harris?
When you listen to the game here, you get exclusive coverage of the black and gold, the latest news, coach and player interviews, and the game.
I absolutely love it.
This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Football Network.
The Steelers wrap up the preseason on Sunday against the Lions at home. We'll have to kick off at 4:30 Sunday on your Steelers station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMPS.
There is nothing like the freedom of the open road. Starting the routine of taking care of you and your bike. Making sure your mind and the skies are clear before you hit the road. As riders, we know the risks. We know to take it slow, check the forecast, to wear our gear, and to save the drinks for when we get home. We also know that riding out here is where we feel the most alive. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation wants to keep it that way. Wear all the gear, all the time. Be safe, PA. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers blockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel in yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story.
Has the ball. 2nd and 10 for their own 28.
They're going to start right away.
WMBS, how can I help?
Hey, they're about ready to start. Just to give you a heads up, I got to get the video feedback on. Give me a minute here.
Okay.
Right, thanks.
Let me know when you want it back.
Years ago in 1973, it was in the aftermath of the devastating flood of Hurricane Agnes, which happened exactly 50 years ago, devastated much of Harrisburg, and the response to that was there really have to be a lot of different ways that not only individual citizens and
Game is
property
out to
owners,
the
but the community at
Uniontown
large can work
40
together to revitalize
7-yard
Harrisburg
line.
after all of the devastation and loss. So our organization was very much at the center of that.
All right, it looks like they're about to get back started at Laurel Highlands High School. Uniontown Laurel Highlands High School football after a lightning and weather delay with 8:12 to go in the first.
Jackson off the
7-0
right
Mustangs.
side.
Right now we have 76 degrees at 8 o'clock on WMBS. Uniontown back out to Brian and Steve in just a bit on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and Facebook
Gain of
Live.
3, 2nd down and 7
Nick, we're ready.
on the Uniontown 49-yard line.
Derby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce the Summer Supercharged Sales Event with retail order interest rate lock financing. And we have the deals for you. Yep, the order banks are open, and you can order the 2023 new Ford vehicle of your choice the way you want it. Bronco Sport,
Richardson on the
Maverick, Ranger,
keeper.
Explorer, and F-150. Order by September 5th and lock in Ford credit financing of 2.9% for 60 months with approved Ford credit guarantees. If you see a new
Well, we are back. High school football has resumed. Again, we apologize for...
As you know, the microchip shortage still exists. So Ford Motor Company and Derby's Riverside Ford will order your new 2023 Ford and lock the interest rate so you can relax. Whether you are buying or leasing, we've got the deal for you. You will never pay over the manufacturer's suggested retail price at Derby's Riverside Ford. Located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40, Derby's Riverside Ford, your One Ford Elite Presidential Award-winning dealer for customer satisfaction.
Well, we have resumed here at Laurel Highlands High School. They actually threw us a little bit of a curveball, Steve. They told us an 8:10 start and then put 3 minutes on the clock and decided to go. So we had to get things back going, but Uniontown has the football. They have it at the Mustang 46-yard line. 6:05 left here in the opening quarter. Laurel Highlands still leading by a score of 7-0, and the Red Raiders in a semi-loaded pistol with a little pitch going here on the near side, and the Mustangs are going to stop the Red Raiders here on down, Steve, just past midfield.
Yep, just that was Cameron Jackson around the side, and he just could not turn the corner, and they give the ball up on downs. But after they with a wet field, wet ball, punting was probably not a good option there.
We have to get our score hub reset here as well. We'll try to do that at the next stoppage. We have 5:52 left here in the opening quarter. Laurel Highlands leading 7-0. Again, we'll get our score hub reset here. They kind of threw us in a little bit of a helter-skelter situation here with a quick resumption. Nonetheless, Soltis out of the shotgun. They're going to send Keandre in motion. You had a couple of guys moving here at the same time, Steve, so a little stoppage and a false start.
Several Mustangs.
I'm going to get the score hub set here, Steve, so I'll let you do a little here while I get things situated.
Okay.
Back to the Laurel Highlands 41.
Penalty there by the Mustangs, half the offensive line. That's Kelly and Smith on that left side. Kravosky all jumped a little early, and that'll put it at 1st and 15. Soltis at quarterback. He's got Black as a sidecar, and you got the Shields is flanked here near side. Gallagher out to the left, and there's a flag, and that's going to be on number 5. That's
flag on the play.
Tucker.
Start against the offense.
Tucker was in the game out there on the left side, far out on the left side. Actually, that might have been. That was a false start there. Moved right at the snap. He was trying to readjust his position there, and now Ferens will come out of the game.
Well, has this been an odd start, Steve, to the high school football season tonight?
Yep.
So now we have a 1st and 20 after that last penalty. Football back to the 35-yard line. Soltis out of the shotgun, a little banana bunch off to his left. He takes the snap, nothing there on the far side. Scrambling here to the near side. Throws on the run down the field, a little one-hopper intended for Rafel. Falls incomplete to bring up 2nd down and 20. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Donnie Santor behind our camera.
A lot of fans filing back in.
That resumption happened so quick, Steve. Donnie wasn't even back in the press box either behind the camera.
Yeah.
2nd down and 20.
Well, I was in there
Highlands 36.
talking to some of the guys trying to stay dry during that heavy rain. I actually was talking to Billy Dice, who's now coaching for the Red Raiders,
Yes.
and he had no idea what time they were going to restart.
They initially told us 8:10, 8:15, then they put 3 minutes on the scoreboard clock and resumed quick. Here we have a 2nd and 20, a little fumble. Keandre trying to scoop it back up. He's in trouble, and nothing going on there for Keandre DeShields and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. In fact, Keandre loses 8 all the way back to the 28. That'll bring up 3rd down and 28.
Did a good job just to reclaim that football as it bounced right back to him. But again, 3rd and Hopwood now. They got to go. It says 20, but I think it's more
30,
like
28. 30, 28.
28, yeah.
Football back at the 28-yard line as well on the far hash mark.
And it's still raining. I could feel it on my back.
Yeah, but not nearly as bad as it was earlier. We actually have some clear skies on the horizon.
Gallagher in your slot to the left. He's number 2.
Now watch him. Twin receivers to each side on this 3rd and long. Now flags come in.
Penalty delay a game.
So the 3rd and 28 becomes a 3rd and 33.
Everything's a little disjointed, Brian.
It is, I'll tell you.
On the offense.
You got a big puddle of water in your...
I know, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Push that down.
And it's going to push it up that way, and then there we go. Got a pile of water falling off the tent.
Try not to get on the power cords. A lot of folks said, Steve, it's actually, Nick Barczyk said back in town it's actually still raining in Uniontown.
Wow.
It's like a mile away. He said a torrential downpour at WMBS. 3rd and 33, Soltis takes the snap, little middle screen set up. It goes there to Black. Black at the 25, breaks a tackle to 30. Still on his feet, run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. But you can see even early on in this season, Steve, that Black's going to be an explosive back for the Mustangs this season.
Yeah, well, two nice plays there. Got a lot of yardage back for the punter. And again, this is dangerous punting with a wet football. And the biggest thing Radcliffe needs to do is make sure he catches it and then get rid of it. Send it down the field.
Had a nice punt the first time around. He's standing back at the 25-yard line. Red Raiders repositioning their troops. I think that's Kadrian McLee back deep. High snap coming back, and Harry another good punt. A lot of height on it. Red Raiders going to let it go. Takes a Mustang bounce inside the 20. Ferentz down to the 19-yard line. So Uniontown will take over. Down 7-0, 4:35 left here in the first. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Uniontown's football.
Getting reports, Brian, like you said, from guys in town that it's pouring in downtown over there.
Like a mile away.
Yeah, about a mile and a half away, 2 miles away, and it's and you can see to the left there. You can see why it would be, but it's we can actually see some kind of orange sunset over there across the way. It looks pretty nice.
Offsides penalty here against the Mustangs. So Uniontown's 1st and 10 now will become
see some blue skies. See some blue skies up here, actually.
It's been an odd night. It was beach night here for Laurel Highlands. We expected the beach attire, didn't expect the swim. Everyone got plenty wet tonight. It's now 1st and 5 again. Tavian Richardson is the Uniontown quarterback. He'll take the snap, inside handoff, and going nowhere there on the run for Uniontown was Cameron Jackson, number 2. Cameron stopped to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. So an interesting trio in the Uniontown backfield, Steve. We mentioned the Jackson brothers, Maurice 24, Cameron number 2, and then you throw a freshman Marion Jones who got a couple of carries before the first lightning delay. So now 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 29.
Red Raiders mix up personnel. They like this semi-loaded pistol. Richardson looks at his wrist. He's set to go. Awaiting the snap. Gets it. Play fake. Rolls out near side. Calls his own number. Looking for room, but Ferens and company wraps him up.
Lucas
at
Ferens
the 25-yard line.
Got a hold of him and did not let go. And he just kind of rode him right into the middle of the pile. And now the rain's starting to come
I think
back.
that's that rain you saw in downtown Uniontown.
Yeah, it's
now
coming back.
our way. Yep.
It's coming back.
But don't see any lightning or hear any thunder right now.
No,
Which is
it's kind of funny. Right above us is blue skies, but to our left and our back shoulder, it is dark, and it looks like it's coming again, buddy. So, and
band's making its way back in here for the Mustangs. Now Uniontown with a 3rd and 6. Again, Richardson staying with a semi-loaded pistol, rolling out near side, a little jump pass down the field. Falls incomplete. The Uniontown intended wide receiver there was 45, Nick Torbich. And that falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. You might have to get back under the tent here, Steve, because here comes another rain shower.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand over here right in your way, but.
And this could be some dicey punting.
Yeah.
For Nathan Searock and company in a torrential downpour right now.
Yeah.
Searock standing back at the 15-yard line. You have Rodney Gallagher back at the Mustang 45.
The biggest thing here, you got to make sure you catch it and then just get rid of it.
Clean snap coming back, a little juggle, and Searock almost had it blocked. Might have been partially blocked. It's going to hit at the 40 and actually take a Mustang bounce. Red Raiders finally down at the 31-yard line. That's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 3:02 left in the first, a 7-0 lead for the Mustangs. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Whether you just found it or you've lived there for years, you'll never forget that feeling. It was something that made you realize this house would become your home. And since there's no place like it, it deserves protection just as special. Local Allstate agent Russ Bleo can help you customize an Allstate house and home insurance policy and point out lots of ways to save, like claim-free rewards, extra savings every year you don't file a claim. Call Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Bleo today. Coverage and discounts subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company.
Flag.
Mustangs running a little jet sweep here over to Gallagher, and Gallagher tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Actually, 4-yard loss back to the 36.
Flag from the far sideline, Brian. The linesman set the flag, so it's either going to be probably a illegal shift, something like that, maybe somebody offsides. As I'm standing out here and I have nowhere to go to stay away from the from the rain.
It's unbelievable. We actually thought for a while we were going to be in real good shape. You mentioned saw some.
Oh, there's blue skies.
Yeah, blue skies. Yep.
Like right above the field. It doesn't look like it's. If you look, 50 yards away from us, there's blue skies above the field, and then it's pouring over here on our heads at the press box.
They declined the penalty, so we'll be 2nd down and 15 after the loss. Now you have Gallagher in a quarterback here for Laurel Highlands. He'll take the snap, inside handoff going there to Black, and they hemmed in Antoine pretty good. They hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 15.
Well, it's interesting. You get Gallagher in a quarterback, and then they're going to bring Soltis back in, but wonder how long, I know you want to get this Soltis kid a shot at quarterback, but if he can't get the ball to Gallagher, it's going to be a short trip for him.
Yep. And a snap of the finger, the rain stops.
Yep.
Just like that. And, of course, you had so much success with Rod as the quarterback last year, but you do have to look at his future at West Virginia as a wide receiver.
Well, they don't
for the
care
Mustangs.
what he does now, I guarantee you that. They just want to watch, hope he doesn't,
A little confusion here, and I think he had too many men on the field. Actually, had 12 in the huddle. They brought Rafel off late. That's going to be an illegal substitution. They actually had 5 wide receivers and Black as the tailback in the game at the same time. So a little mixture and a little mix-up of personnel on the Laurel Highlands side, so they'll push back another 5 yards.
3rd down and 19 for Laurel Highlands.
3rd and 19 now. Line of scrimmage, the 41. Soltis back in at quarterback. Gallagher comes in motion. Now the Red Raiders jump off sides. Or they draw enough.
No, I don't think so. It's Jackson, number 24, Maurice Jackson. He got a little bit, and we saw that a lot last year when Gallagher comes in motion. When the Mustangs sent someone in motion, it seemed like it created a little bit of tension, a little bit of jumpiness over there on the defensive side, and that's what happened there. Jackson just jumped ahead.
Now 3rd and 14, 1:42 left before halftime. Mustangs, the football working left to right, up 7-0 as Soltis takes the snap, flushed out to the far side, a little ball fake, steps up, looks to run, he's going nowhere. Brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That'll bring up 4th and 14. Probably in a situation, a spot of the field here, Steve, you might as well just go for it. Be about a 53, 54-yard field goal for Radcliffe. He has a good leg, made a 42-yarder last year, but that's likely out of his range.
Well, other than that one play by the Mustangs running back, that was
14 for Laurel Highlands.
Black. They really haven't done a lot on offense yet, and I got to think you're pretty concerned, for the Mustangs going against Uniontown, who, let's face it, has not been stellar the last couple of years. You would think you should have a little bit more offensive production at this point.
They're going empty here. Soltis fakes the screen, hangs in the pocket, looking deep middle, far side. Hunter Kujar is there. The ball is tipped and falls incomplete.
Triple coverage.
Yep. Laurel Highlands turns it over on downs. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Mustangs, they'll lead it 7-0. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
What's he talking about?
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School after the Mustangs turn the football over on downs. It'll be Uniontown's football. Red Raiders working right to left. We were actually joking around, Steve, at the station today. I was doing some of my pregame prep, and Kendall came in and started quizzing me on some of the numbers. Well, the way my notes are pretty much destroyed with all of the rain, it's kind of good I did a little quiz earlier as Braxton Swaney runs on the far side and gains 2.
Well, I'm going to apologize to everyone already because I can see numbers 1 through 42 for the Uniontown, and then I got 55 through 80 or through 86 for the Mustangs, and that's it. Everything else is shredded because of the water.
The crazy thing is the rain was so bad. We're actually underneath a tent, but still got soaked. That might be the final play of this opening quarter. You have the play clock at 30, game clock at 20, and everybody's going to the sidelines.
I'm going to go in and see if they got another roster.
You might as well. Why don't you do that? With time expiring here in the opening quarter, 7-0 Mustangs over the Red Raiders. Take a timeout. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm McKenna.
And we're here to tell you about our youth groups.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, nurse nights, and bowling, along with other activities.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick switching sides here for the second quarter. Steve's trying to get a new roster. 2nd and 8 upcoming here for Uniontown. Red Raiders now working left to right as we describe it. Tavian Richardson remains the Red Raiders quarterback. He has Braxton Swaney off to his right. And the ball juggled here on the jet sweep. Attempted handoff there to Cameron Jackson. Jackson able to get back on at the 31-yard line, but lost 7. Now bring up 3rd down and 15. Again, you still have a pretty wet football out there as well. Still some scattered showers coming down. Looks like Steve had some success. Yes, way to go. Got a new roster. You can read all the names. Now 3rd and 16 for Uniontown.
Got to keep them dry.
Yes. Well, hopefully we're out of the woods, but I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, you got a picture of that for your Facebook page.
Yes.
There. Look at that.
3rd and 16. What do we got here? Timeout?
Tony and Gary are nice and dry in there.
Yes, they are.
So snags.
Yes, 3rd and 16. Red Raiders taking a timeout. We'll take one as well. We're back in 60. Mustangs up 7-0 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school football teams this year, and invite you to listen to his show here on WMBS every Tuesday at 3:15 and Wednesday at 4:15. This message has been paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, has new hours. Casey's will be open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 and Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 2. Owned and operated by the Vernon family, Casey's welcomes all parties, large or small. Breakfast is served all day with daily specials. Dine-in or take-out, and delivery options are available. For information on a place and order, phone 724-550-4126. That's 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
7-0, Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown, 11:18 left before halftime. Red Raiders with the football after the timeout, 3rd and 16 upcoming. Steve's seen a lot of folks that were here at the game earlier hopping on our Facebook Live feed. Hello to Vince T-Berry, one of our sponsors here on WMBS. Saw Vince out of the game.
He was here.
He was here. So was Diana Barczyk. Her husband Marco made it back. I think she's watching the rest of the game at home. And again, her son's the Uniontown starting kicker. Here's Richardson in some trouble. He lost the football. I think the Red Raiders got back on it. One of the linemen diving on it there at the 25-yard line. I think that was Kyle Ray. Was able to jump on it there and recover the
Number
fumble.
72.
That is Kyle Ray. I got it right.
Yeah.
And the Red Raiders will have to punt it away here again with Nathan Searock headed back deep. And the punting game's been tough so far.
It's always tough.
And they're actually going to switch punters. It's going to be Riley Umble now to punt number 18. Umble standing back at the 13-yard line. Gallagher back to the 45 for Uniontown. As Umble awaits the snap, it goes right through his legs. Umble's going to try to hop back on it.
Doesn't matter who
falls on it. Uniontown is going to turn it over, and Laurel Highlands will have 1st and goal inside the Red Raiders' 5-yard line.
Oh boy, how many times have I said it, Brian, over the years? Punting is the most dangerous part of the high school football game. You got to have a kid that can catch it. You got to have a kid that can snap it. You got to have blockers.
And when you throw weather into the mix and a wet football makes things even more difficult. And some kids rushing right down at you as well.
I mean, you're better off sometimes just – remember we talked about that guy in South Dakota a couple years ago? Never punted, never kicked.
Now the Mustangs an opportunity to punch it in and try to go up 2 scores here.
I might be in your way, aren't I?
You're all right. And you have John Duke now in a quarterback for Laurel Highlands.
Did I just see lightning again?
Saw a flash. Not sure if it was lightning or maybe somebody.
If I did, it was pretty far away.
Another timeout. Uniontown's going to take a timeout. So we'll step aside. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at CR Chevy East.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Malibu for only $26,340. Loaded with remote starter and driver confidence package. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. All prices are plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. They lost the play clocks here at Mustang Field. You wonder, Steve, how much of that could have been maybe them getting too wet here today with all the rain we got. So I hope we plug in all this equipment next week. It all still works.
I would hope they could take a little bit of rain, but you never know. First game of the year, a lot of bugs, kinks to work out.
For sure. So John Duke now in at quarterback here for the Mustangs. He's lined up in the shotgun. Has Antoine Black off to his left. A little banana bunch to each side. Duke's going to take the snap. Backside pressure coming. He's flushed to the near side. Throws on the run, and the pass ball is incomplete. Good backside pursuit there for Marion Jones, the freshman. We called his name a couple of times already for Uniontown, making a nice defensive play.
He underthrew that one. It's a good thing he did, because if he got that ball up in the air a little bit, that might have been picked off.
2nd and goal now from the Uniontown 3. And again, we apologize for some of the camera angles you might have this evening. We wanted to keep the camera inside the box tonight, so.
Our buddy Steve Nesser, listening to the game again. We always tease him during the games. He's always calling for a fake. Maybe we should fake punt from now on. You know?
2nd and goal here from the 3.
It's better than losing 50 yards.
Duke directing traffic. Again, you have twins to each side. Black to his right. Now he's going to send Rayful in motion. Takes the snap. Little pump fake. Throws far side. That pass is complete to Rodney Gallagher for a Laurel Highlands touchdown.
That's a good throw by Duke. And number 13, that was Hawk. Tyler Hawk almost got a hand on it. And now there's a flag on the play. And I think number 75 for the Mustangs has his helmet off. Wonder why. I didn't see what he did, but the official threw a flag down. I'm sure the score will count, but let's see what Billy Beener comes with.
We're getting ready to take the extra point from the normal spot.
Radcliffe to attempt the point.
Oh, that's on the Mustangs.
Against,
or
no,
on the Red Raiders. Yeah, on the Red Raiders.
Like conduct against Uniontown.
Maybe he pulled his helmet off. And Coach Colasar going out there talking to Billy Beener, the official, and probably going to take it. Like you said, they'll probably take that on the kickoff.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Unless you're going to try to just bounce it in from 2. Or bounce it in from the yard and a half.
I'd tell you what I'd do to get a 15-yard penalty. You
onside kick.
Yeah, onside kick. You know, you're only up 14-0 if we can make this extra point.
Now Radcliffe was solid all last season. Sends another one
to the concession stand.
No, they said that was wide.
He hooked it. He must have hooked it left.
Wide to left. Extra point, no good. So a 10-17 left before halftime. It's a 13-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
Attorney Bobby Gordon and the team at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm in southwestern Pennsylvania whose experience and expertise empower it not only to be an advocate for its clients, but also to provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorney Bobby Gordon.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School, a 13-0 lead for the Mustangs over the Red Raiders. 3-yard touchdown pass, John Duke to Rodney Gallagher. Extra point, no good, and now the Mustangs will kick off here from the Uniontown 45. Would you attempt an onside kick here, Steve?
There was be no doubt about it. Right now, I'd do something.
Radcliffe set for the run up here. No, he's just going to boot it deep.
Why would you do that?
You're through the end zone for a touchback.
You kick it in the end zone, they get it on the 20. You're gaining 15, 25 yards. I mean, why not? Even if you're going to kick it deep, at least squib it down on the 5-yard line, right? But
Steve, do you see Soltis down on the Laurel Highlands sidelines? Because we saw Duke in there. Not sure if that was just to give him some playing time or if Soltis got dinged up. He had that running play where he got hit on the prior drive.
I'm looking for him, but I don't see him. He might be in the locker room.
So Uniontown will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Tavian Richardson is their quarterback. Again, if you're just joining us, the Mustangs scored on an Antoine Black touchdown run. Then we had close to an hour lightning delay. Uniontown has had issues with punts. In fact, you've had 2 partially blocked, 1 that was fumbled, and they've actually set up both Laurel Highlands touchdowns. The latest, a John Duke 3-yard touchdown pass to Rodney Gallagher.
Boy, a lot of confusion on both teams. You can tell it's a first game, yeah.
Now here's Richardson looking to put it up here for the Red Raiders. Nothing there. A pull it down, look to run. Tavian Richardson taking it across the 25 down to the 27-yard line. 7-yard gain. And again, Tavian Richardson is there with the 7-yard run. And Lucas Ferens is there on the tackle. Called Ferens' name a couple of times so far in this game.
Gain of 6. Second down and 4.
He'll be second down and 3. Line of scrimmage the 27-yard line. 9:50 left before halftime.
That was Ferens and number 10. That was Baker.
Spotted on the Uniontown.
Did a good job there. Baker in on that tackle with Ferens.
Red Raiders to stay in this semi-loaded pistol from their own 27 on the 2nd and 3. Richardson with the handoff. And that run, and the ball's fumbled, and it's going to be a scoop and score for Rodney Gallagher. It was coughed up there by Cameron Jackson, and Rodney Gallagher will take it into the end zone for Laurel Highlands touchdown.
There's a fumble recovered by Gallagher.
Well, I don't understand that, Jackson. He's talking to the Mustangs after the play. I don't know what he could be talking about. He fumbled.
Gallagher about a 10-yard return after the fumble from Cam Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson trying to get a little bit extra out of that, and that play was probably being very close to being whistled down.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's at the point after touchdown.
Jackson kept on battling, and Gallagher said, "Thank you very much." And now Radcliffe on for another extra point here for Laurel Highlands. Some movement there on the line. And now we're going to get flags coming in.
Penalty flag on the play.
I think you had a couple of Red Raiders encroaching there.
Yeah.
Offside against Uniontown.
It's called offsides. Red Raiders.
Well, they're going to send the offense back out now with the offsides. They're going to try to go for two.
Get those 2 points back that they lost earlier on the missed extra point. And it's been a weird night here at Laurel Highlands High School with a long lightning delay. Play resuming, and it's been a little sloppy on both sides. Now the Mustangs trying to go for two, and once again it's Duke in, Steve, as the Laurel Highlands quarterback with an offset eye behind him. And Duke fumbled the football. He'll fall right back on it, but short of the goal line, so the 2-point conversion try is no good. So with 9:22 left before halftime, it's a 19-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown, and we're back at 60.
Another flag.
Another flag. Let's wait actually here for a second.
That's going to be well after the play. Probably
be enforced here on the try. So we'll take a timeout. 9:22 left before halftime. 19-0 Mustangs over the Red Raiders. Are back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
So we had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Laurel Highlands. So this time the Mustangs will kick off from their own 25-yard line.
That's still onside kick it. What the heck? Fake it.
Rodney Gallagher, a pair of touchdowns tonight. 3-yard touchdown pass. Reception from John Duke. And then a scoop and score 10-yard return after Cameron Jackson coughed it up. Now the Mustangs will send it away.
Radcliffe to kick for Laurel Highlands.
The precipitation seems like it's stopped for now, Steve.
Yep.
That's a good sign. Hopefully that trend continues throughout the course of the evening. Here's Radcliffe set for the run-up.
Oh,
He'll
nice
send
kick.
it away. A good kick for Harry all the way back to the 20-yard line here on the return for Uniontown. That's Maurice Jackson, and Maurice is going to break it. Maurice in Laurel Highlands territory, lowered the shoulder and took it all the way down to the Mustang 43-yard line. Jackson, a big guy, Steve, 6'1", 240 pounds. I mentioned his dad, the running back and defensive backs coach for Uniontown, was a 1,000-yard rusher a couple of times over at Albert Gallatin back in his playing days.
Flag again. Yep.
Looks like against Uniontown.
Yeah, the flag's back on the 35-yard line over on the far sideline, so they're going to bring that one all the way back. A nice return is going to get negated.
Unfortunate there for Uniontown and Maurice Jackson.
I would say you got about maybe half the people came back, which is nice to see. Hate to have them kids playing in front of nobody. And the hillside behind me, they're not out there on the lawn chairs. I guess they'd slip and slide down the hill, kind of like the Little League World Series. And that would not end well if they went down that hill.
Don't give anybody any ideas tonight.
The penalty is illegal. illegal block in
But
the
at least
against
I'm dry now, Brian.
Yes.
At least it's not raining on me out
Kelly
here.
moves the ball back.
We can't sit in our chairs anymore, though.
No,
can
they're
we?
a little wet.
20-yard line.
That was an illegal block in the back penalty.
Put it in
Yep.
play there, 1st and 10.
Another one of our good friends here at WMBS, Joey Thurby, checking out the game as well. Of course,
just
he's
got
Rich Colasar's father-in-law.
Our good friend, the professor, watching. Danny Wallace, watching with Carmen Congilio. Thanks for watching. I told him I'd love to be out there on the porch with Gus, feeding him a few biscuits right now.
So 1st and 10 after all of that, and a quick screen here on the near side. It's going to be complete behind the line of scrimmage and about an 8-yard loss. Good pursuit on the play defensively from the Mustangs, Leland Lehue, and that pass went to Devin George.
Yeah, Lehue, that's a couple of times. He was in on that tackle earlier with Joey Ferens, or Lucas Ferens.
And Steve, was that to 13 Hawk and not 12 George there on the reception?
Ball now spotted at the 13-yard.
I'm not sure.
13-yard line.
I'm trying to get a clarification on that at halftime for our Peach and Pharmacy
I got some
halftime stats
binoculars.
during our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Nonetheless, it's 2nd and
My
17.
binoculars got a little fogged up
Yes. So 2nd and 17, 8:18 left before halftime. Inside handout. That's Braxton Swaney, 4-year starter. Takes it back across the original line of scrimmage up to the 21-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 9.
here. Nice tackle. That was number 7 for the Mustangs.
He got an injury as well.
Stop by Wilson.
UPMC Centers Rehab Services injury timeout. Red Raider down back at the 15-yard line. You credit a kid, Steve, like Swaney, 4-year starter for Uniontown, really played during some tough times. You go back his freshman year, Red Raiders going 0-10 under Cedric Lloyd. And then Cedric's final season, they went 0-2, just played 2 games. That was the COVID year, 2020. But sticking with the program, 2-4 season ago, got 6 games in, and now trying to rebuild. And you really credit this Uniontown coaching staff, at least getting the numbers back up this year. Local staff, a lot of energy back in the program. And you just go back, Steve, a couple of seasons, this program was in a deep crater.
Yeah. Well,
that's being kind about it.
Yeah, the guys they got on the staff there, just they've been around a long time. They love the program. They're really doing all they can. You know, it's just really, they can build it back. I mean, they get those kids coming up from the younger grades and get some fresh blood coming in the next couple of years. You never know, but Coach Jeffries has done. He's been there a long time. He certainly deserved the opportunity. You got Harry Kaufman there. He's been there for a long time. I mean, just these guys have done it. Just a really good job. And of course, Billy Dice in there.
Yeah, they poached him from us.
Yeah, they took Billy Dice off of our camera. And how about Coach Fortuna? Good to see him coming back, volunteering his time. He's certainly got a lot to offer.
Injured Red Raider is Darian Gordon being helped off.
Yeah, he's walking a little gingerly there. Hopefully he's okay. But
6 foot, 240-pound sophomore.
Hate to see that.
8:06 left before halftime. A 19-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Brian Morozek along with Steve Suberg. Donnie Santor behind the camera for us tonight.
Well, the weather must be getting better. There's a plane flying over here to our left now. See, over here coming from the left.
The way it was raining earlier, I don't think I want to be in the
coming
sky.
Right at us, too. Look at this thing. Look at that thing.
It is. Wow.
Is that a drone? What is that?
I do not know.
I'll get my flight tracker out.
Yes, but the skies are clearing.
That's a helicopter. That's what that is.
You have a 3rd and 10 now for Uniontown.
20-yard line.
With 8:06 left before halftime. Richardson back out there. Staying in that semi-loaded pistol. Again, the Red Raiders working left to right as we describe it. Low snap. Richardson trying to regain. He's in trouble. And he'll get sacked all the way back at the 8-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when he fell down to pick up the ball, here comes another late flag coming in. A lot of extracurricular activity. And he's talking to the officials, talking to number 5, giving him a hard time from the Red Raiders. That's Richardson. And the official is probably going to flag Richardson for something, unsportsmanlike conduct. But I was going to say, Brian, that when he caught that snap, he almost went down to his knee to pick the ball up, which would make him down, but the officials let him go. And unfortunately for the Red Raiders, he went backwards.
Now you got a punt again.
We'll move it back to.
They have not had a clean one yet tonight.
It's only third down, Brian. Well, no, is it fourth?
It's 4th and 27.
Uniontown 4-yard line.
Because that foul was after the play. Well, now maybe some confusion here. What do we got? Scoreboard saying 4th down.
Yeah, that's.
Now Uniontown's going to take a timeout. So we'll step aside for a quick 30 as well. 7:53 left before halftime. 19-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Let's give an announcement, Steady.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. The down markers say 3rd down. Scoreboard says 4th down.
I'm going to go by the down marker.
Well, the Red Raiders are lining up to punt.
Well, that's the down marker guy. He was messing around with that thing over there. Maybe it got stuck and he can't turn it. But obviously,
who's back there to punt right now, Steve? Trying to get a number.
Number 2.
So they've changed around the punters a number of times, and that time it was Cameron Jackson punting it away, and it goes to Gallagher at the 32-yard line. Ron looking for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Goes inside the 20, spins inside the 15, and he'll be run out of bounds right there by the Red Raiders, and a few more extracurriculars down the field as well. But once again, Laurel Highlands set up with good field position at the Red Raiders' 15-yard line with multiple flags. 7:36 left before halftime, 19-0. Mustangs over the Red Raiders are back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose, 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DelaRoseLaw.com.
So that penalty was unsportsmanlike conduct against Uniontown, so half the distance to the goal for Laurel Highlands. And a 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. And one Mustang's been quiet tonight, Steve. Keandre DeShields, he's lined up to the far side as a wide receiver. John Duke in for his 3rd series now as the Mustang quarterback. And again, we have not seen C.J. Soltis since he exited the game. Little play fake, screen out near side, pass complete to Gallagher, and Rodney Gallagher's going to walk into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the night. 8-yard reception from John Duke. And for John Duke, a couple of touchdown passes. He's looking good tonight, and the Mustangs extend their lead now to 25-0.
Yeah, he threw it about 5 feet, Brian. He threw it, but he threw it to the right guy, to Gallagher, who just kind of walked into the end zone. But give Duke credit for knowing where to go with the ball. And, of course, not a lot of room to throw it downfield at that part of the field. And you mentioned DeShields before. They have not got him the ball yet at all. But our buddy Big George texted me. He's watching with his big phone.
He's on the stream tonight as well. Looking for something to root for on the Keandre side. But has had plenty to root for if he's cheering on the Mustangs. There's Harry Radcliffe. This extra point is good for Harry Radcliffe.
And a rare no penalty after the play.
Extends the lead to 26-0. 7:28 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dominic, did you know you could buy a vehicle without it actually being here yet? Well, you can, and I'm going to show you how. First, you stop, click, or call, and one of our friendly salespeople will go over, in detail, the packages, equipment, colors, and more. We pencil a deal, and when your vehicle arrives, you pick it up. Piece of cake. If you have a bit more time, we can place a factory order just for you.
Hey, John, keep in mind your trade-in value helps offset higher prices. We don't want you to miss out. Used vehicles, we got them. We have over 70 used vehicles on the ground and ready to go. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive interest rates. I just want to take a moment to thank our customers for helping out with our car seat drive. We were able to donate over 80 car seats for the Fayette County Children and Youth Services.
Have a vehicle in your driveway you don't need anymore? We will make an on-the-spot offer for you to consider. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs to kick off from the 40-yard line. Steve said no flag after that last conversion try. Haven't been able to say that much tonight.
No.
Harry Ratcliffe set to kick off again here for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Harry with the run up. Will send it down deep. Another good kick. This one will go back to the 2-yard line. And on the return here is Tavian Richardson. And Richardson trying to break one across the 20 up to the 26-yard line here for the Red Raiders. And Uniontown trying to get something going on the offensive side.
They better get something going or else Mustangs get the ball again a couple more times. This could be one of those modified time situations in the second half. And there's a flag, another unsportsmanlike conduct, this time on the Mustangs.
And that came well after the play.
Billy Beener is an equal opportunity flagger now, isn't he?
Gonna have to thank our live video stream sponsors tonight, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop and Uniontown Detail. For Mamaruka's is packed tonight. They have the game on. Uniontown Detailing took my car there, Steve. A couple weeks ago, did a nice job.
Nice.
My car needed a good cleaning if you had saw it beforehand. They also took had a little dent. They had a paintless dent repair, pulled it out.
Oh, nice. I like to get my car vacuumed once in a while down there, get it. I don't mind washing in the outside, but I just don't like doing that inside.
Yeah, no fun. So after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, it's a 1st and 10 here for the Red Raiders from their own 41-yard line. Richardson in a quarterback, Swaney off to his right. You have Cam Jackson behind him. He'll get the football. Just surge right into the line for no gain to bring up 2nd down and 10. And Laurel Highlands next week will hit the road, Steve, to take on the Bell Vernon Leopards. We'll have the game for you here on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, also live on Facebook. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starts at 6. Opening kickoff set for 7. Bell Vernon not playing tonight, just scrimmaging. So that'll be their opening game of the year. And in some publications, Steve, they're ranked as the #1 team in the state in 3A. With the realignment, they actually dropped down from 4A to 3A. So that'll be a non-conference game next week, but always fun when the Mustangs and the Leopards get together. 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson scrambling to the near side, pulls it down, looks to run, has a little operating room, steps forward and picks up 3 up to the 44 to bring up 3rd down and 7. Uniontown will take on another Fayette County foe next week in Brownsville. Brownsville taking on Bentworth tonight.
The Falcons.
Yes. That game at Bill Powers Stadium, the Hall of Fame game for the Red Raiders. I mentioned earlier the 1975 Uniontown football team will be inducted into the Uniontown Hall of Fame. Head coach Jim Render. Mentioned our buddy Michael George, a member of that team as well. Dr. Mike from George Dental Associates, one of our sponsors here on WMBS.
Saw Dr. Mike a few weeks ago.
We saw him yesterday. Escaped with no cavities.
Yeah, same thing with me, no cavities.
3rd and 7. Richardson again out of the pistol, fumbled the football, able to regain, step forward. Richardson still on his feet and actually picked up a half-yard on the play.
Hey, wow, that was pretty adventuresome half a yard there with a fumble in the ball, got hit in the backfield, broke a tackle, and now you got a 3rd down.
4th and 7.
Yeah, should be. The guy with the doing the yardage stick over there is he's not keeping up with his duties.
You have 5:15 left before halftime.
And that's a problem because, your defensive coaches look at that. Sometimes they're not looking at the scoreboard. And, you lose track sometimes with all the action and send out the wrong defense. Of course, the Red Raiders have no business punting after what's happened so far to them tonight in the punting game.
They've used 3 different punters in this game. Now facing a 4th and 7, they're going to go for it. Richardson again out of the pistol. They're coming after him. He steps up, looks to run. Richardson on the far side, looking for that 1st down marker, and he has it. Breaks another tackle into Mustang territory, the 45. He's still on his feet. What a run for Tavian Richardson all the way down to the 41-yard line. Richardson with a late flag coming in, got 15 yards and a Red Raiders 1st down.
Well, hold everything because the flag coming in, it gets personal foul.
I thought it was after the play, though.
Yeah.
I would think that first down should still count. And sportsmanlike against Uniontown.
The penalty is unsportsmanlike conduct against Uniontown.
Do they signal still fourth down?
15-yard penalty.
He gave him first down.
That's what I thought it should have been. Because the first down
to the 44-yard
had been got by Richardson before the foul came in. So we'll be a first down. It should just be a normal 1st and 10. They'll wind the clock again with 4:35 left before halftime. Again, a 26-0 Laurel Highlands lead over Uniontown. If you're just joining us, 4:28.
Red Raiders in position.
Say hi
Clock
again
continues
to our
to roll.
friends down at Mama Maruka's tonight. And Potters.
Yep.
It's two of the local spots that carry the games. We thank them.
Both on as well as sponsors for another season.
Like this. What's your favorite thing to get down there at Maruka's? What do you like?
I like their pizza. My wife likes the bruschetta, homemade bruschetta.
I love the hot sausage hoagie.
On 1st and 10, a late pitch going back here on the near side to Cameron Jackson, and Cam trying to turn the corner, and he'll get driven down and pushed out of bounds, losing 5 back to the 39.
Well, these guys just keep talking.
Yeah,
they keep throwing
John.
flags. You wonder if
Jackson carry run out of bounds by.
it's almost like if there was basketball, they were getting technical fouls for that. They'd be out of the game by now. But they apparently there's no limit to the personal unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
38-yard line.
Actually, one is a 6-yard loss. Should be 2nd and 16.
So you like the pizza at Maruka's. What do you get down at Potter's?
I like the bacon and egg sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
It's always good over there. Just nice and classic.
Yeah.
Because I'm always pushing for them to get breakfast.
I
It
know.
hasn't happened.
One of these days we're going to get a bacon and egg sandwich for you down there.
Well, they have that on the menu. I was
Yeah.
just looking for, maybe pancakes one night. You know how it goes. Here's Richardson stepping up, looking to run on 2nd and long.
That's
And
gonna
get
be
back to the
That's going to be a horse
45.
collar tackle.
I think every official threw a flag there. He got 8, and then you'll tack on the horse collar. Should be enough for Uniontown first down.
Maybe we'll talk Harrison into letting me get behind that grill and make a mean pancake.
We'll have a first down here.
Preliminary indication is face mask.
I don't think we've ever had an opening game, though, like this, Steve. We mentioned it's been since 2001 that Laurel Highlands and Uniontown have kicked off a high school football season playing one another, and this has been an odd opening game with the weather and just.
We get a lot of weather delays, but usually later in the year. This is kind of early for a weather delay like we had. Now it's actually kind of pleasant out here.
Oh, it is. It's nice outside. I remember the week 2 game, the Uniontown Yak a few years ago, and you and Tony bailed on me for the second half. Remember that?
We went down to.
That was the old Gus's Pub.
Yeah, we went to Gus's Pub. We got in trouble that night.
1st and 10 from a semi-loaded pistol. Richardson running the option, pulls it down inside the 40, and Richardson still on his feet and got hit and pulled down there at the 38-yard line.
Well, if I remember correctly, it was like 42-0, and it was like 10 minutes left in the game.
I remember Uniontown, though, with the mercy rule, almost came back to win.
Oh, yeah. Well.
I think it ended up like 42-28, those odd games. Tonight it's 26-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're down to 3:17 left on our running clock.
Red Raiders are moving the ball finally. They're getting some offense going. That's got to make Coach Jeffries feel pretty good. Who's calling the plays? Is that Coach Brain?
Yes.
And he's getting a little instruction there. He and Harry Kaufman are conferring, of course.
Like the old band's back together again.
There's
Richardson,
a
another
fumble.
fumble, hops on it. Back at the 43-yard line. Understand Cedric Lloyd's actually an assistant coach at Ringgold this year.
Wow.
Still in the area. Hard to believe, and again, not trying to dig him or anything, Steve, but he did not, was here for 4 years without a win.
On the 43-yard line.
That's tough. I don't know what to say. Just you got to feel bad for him, and it wasn't from a lack of effort. I wouldn't think he just didn't have the players, just couldn't get it done. Just one of those things.
I think the last game that he coached, the Red Raiders dressed like 14 guys. So it's very refreshing to see over 40 kids out for this year. As Richardson with a nice run here again for Uniontown and has another first down inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 14-yard gain for Tavian Richardson and a Red Raiders first down. as they're moving the football well here as we approach the 2-minute mark of the second quarter.
Now you wonder if they'll do a full halftime after they had that long delay.
I don't know. I just hope they at least tell us what's going to happen instead of putting 3 minutes on the clock after saying the game's going to resume at 8:10 and then resume at 10 minutes early and we don't have anybody set. Nonetheless, Red Raiders driving again. Here's another handoff on the near side, and coming forward there, Cameron Jackson, maybe getting a yard to bring up 2nd and 9. 1:33 left in the second quarter.
Jackson on the carry, tripped up by McCoy.
McCoy with the tackle there defensively.
No gain on the play.
For Laurel Highlands. And now the Red Raiders have to watch the clock here, Steve.
2nd and 10 from the 29.
We're down to 1:17 left on a running clock. And they have no timeouts left either. Uniontown has burned all of their first half timeouts. Now approaching the 1-minute mark as Richardson stays in that semi-loaded pistol. Low snap coming back. He picks it up, looks to run. Richardson inside the 30, gets down about the 27-yard line, 2-yard gain. That clock's just going to keep on rolling. And again, Uniontown without any timeouts remaining.
Ball now spotted at
David Pittman checking in from Apex, North Carolina. Hello, David.
North Carolina.
Yes.
Wow.
Now 30 seconds left. Uniontown still in no hurry here, Steve. 3rd and 8.
What if he's anywhere near Mayberry?
I want to stop down there and do the tour. Of course, it's not called Mayberry. It's Mount
Airy.
Mount Airy, yep. 3rd and 8, 13 seconds left. Inside handoff might be the final play of the first half. Went there to Braxton Swaney. And the Red Raiders not even taking a shot into the end zone. And we're going to go to halftime with Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown 26-0. So stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. We'll have our first half stats brought to you by Peach & Pharmacy located inside the downtown Connellsville Peach & Market. 26-0, Laurel Highlands leads Uniontown. We're back in a moment here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Bridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
Myers Beer and Wine Market on Connellsville Street is now open. Choose your favorite domestic or imported, available in 15, 12, and 6-packs, or take a single bottle to go. Stop in, order a sandwich, and enjoy a cold one in their newly renovated seating area. Great food, lottery, and friendly service. Myers Beer and Wine Market, 180 Connellsville Street. Open Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10. Grill hours, 8 to 2, Monday through Saturday. Don Arthur, owner. Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their surplus is your savings.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants. Your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926 is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724 724-437-2000 for McClure and Wolf Certified Public Accountant.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, we're at halftime 26-0. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs leading the Uniontown Red Raiders. We are going to have a short halftime, just an 11-minute halftime. In fact, only have 8 minutes left on the clock. We'll do the scoring summary first. Again, our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. We'll have our first half stats brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy right after the scoring summary. Antoine Black got the scoring started for the Mustangs. 32-yard touchdown run at the 8:47 mark of the opening quarter. Harry Radcliffe added the extra point. It was 7-0 Laurel Highlands. Then we had close to an hour lightning delay. Came back out after the lightning delay, had a partially blocked punt set up. John Duke to Rodney Gallagher. 3-yard touchdown pass. That was at the 10-17 mark of the second quarter. Extra point no good, made it 13-0. Duke, in fact, came in for C.J. Soltis. We've yet to get an update on C.J.'s status as well. And then the Red Raiders with a Cam Jackson fumble, scoop and score. Rodney Gallagher, a 10-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Red Raiders coughing up the football, and the Mustangs, after the score went for two, didn't get it. It was 19-0. And then John Duke, his second touchdown pass of the night. An 8-yard TD pass to Rodney Gallagher came at the 7:28 mark of the second quarter. This time Harry Radcliffe added the extra point to make it 26-0. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Red Raiders actually drove the football down to the Laurel Highlands 30-yard line, but kind of ran out of time, Steve, as time expired in that second quarter. I believe you do have the first half stats. You do not. So let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the first half stats right after this. 26-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown here on our halftime show, brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm.
The Catholic War Veterans is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. They are sponsoring their 12th annual Frank L. Musica golf outing again this year. They have proudly given 37 scholarships to area students since its inception. The Catholic War Veterans, post 1669 in Hopwood.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel in yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referral needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Industry-leading treatments, including LBST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks, are available at both locations. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. Don't miss the opportunity to personalize your care with NovaCare.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown.
Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potters on Facebook. We'll see you at Potters.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 26-0. Laurel Highlands Mustangs leading the Uniontown Red Raiders. They also had a long lightning delay tonight during the Albert Gallatin-Connellsville game. And right now, Connellsville is 7-6 lead over Albert Gallatin. They have 7:08 left in the second quarter with Albert Gallatin leading Connellsville. Again, here it's 26-0. Laurel Highlands Mustangs leading the Uniontown Red Raiders. Step aside for a quick 60-second timeout. Hopefully we'll have stats for you right after this here on WMBS.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Back here at Laurel Highlands, we do have first half stats courtesy of Peachin Pharmacy, and Steve has them for you.
For the Red Raiders, all the offense on the ground. Richardson with 16 rushes for 30 yards. Jones with 2 carries, 2 yards. Jackson with 7 carries for 12 yards, and Swaney 5 for 10 yards in all for the Red Raiders, who basically had no offense in the air. They had 4 fumbles, lost one of them. So they had a total of 80 yards. Or I'm sorry, 80 yards and penalty yards as well. So those are the abbreviated stats we got from Tony. And actually, we got the Mustang stats here. Soltis was 3 out of 6 for just 8 yards. Duke came in relief. We don't know if we'll maybe get some reports on Soltis if he got injured or what the deal was there. But he was 2 out of 3 for 11 yards. Did have 2 touchdown passes. 3 of those catches going to Gallagher for the 2 scores, and 2 to Black for 11 yards on the ground. Mustangs had just 2 carries from Black for 32 yards and a touchdown. That's basically it on the ground. For the Mustangs in total offense, they had 14 plays, 20 yards rushing and 19 yards passing, 39 yards in total offense. That's it.
On the Laurel Highlands side?
Yeah, that's what the Mustangs have. And the Red Raiders, believe it or not, had 30 offensive plays, 54 yards rushing, negative 8 yards passing. 46 of the Mustangs are getting outgained by 7 yards, 46 to 39.
But up 26-0.
But up 26-0. 8 penalties for 80 yards. For 6 personal foul calls against the Red Raiders and 10 penalties for 85 yards for the Mustangs. So pretty sloppy from both teams. And the score, a couple big plays for the LH team. Really, the Mustangs really haven't looked that good, to be honest with you. They're just got a couple big plays and they're up on the scoreboard there, but they're getting outgained 46 yards to 39. So it's been a pretty ugly game, if you will.
We're back in 3 minutes with the second half kick right after this here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Looks like COVID may be with us for a while, so it's time to order your free at-home COVID test so you will have them when you need them. Peachin Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID test. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600, or you can stop into the pharmacy inside Peachin Market in Connellsville. Peachin Pharmacy also has all the COVID vaccines and boosters available. So while COVID may be with us for a while, Peachin Pharmacy is with you.
Going on now at Silver Chevy East.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Malibu for only $26,340. Loaded with remote starter and driver confidence package. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. All prices are plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231. Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family-owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick, about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. And Steve, I'm still kind of dumbfounded by the fact that Uniontown outgained Laurel Highlands in that first half, yet the fact is the Mustangs are up on the scoreboard 26-0, but turnover certainly played a role.
Well, you can't, fumble punts, get punts blocked, turnovers, penalties. It all added up, and the Mustangs didn't play that great either, to be honest. I mean, they scored a couple of their touchdowns were, 2-3 yard, drives because of turnovers. But, it's been a sloppy football game. It looks like the first game of the year, and they're playing like it's the first game of the year. So, nothing to do but go up from here for both teams, right?
Yep. Had sloppy weather, some sloppy football tonight as well. Mustangs warming up off to our left. And we did get clarification, Steve, just a coach's decision on John Duke over C.J. Soltis, but they said Soltis will start the second half as the Mustangs quarterback.
Oh, okay, good. Well, so he's not injured.
Not
That's
injured,
good.
So we get some opportunity.
It's funny, you said that, and I looked for him, and I could not find him on the bench, So
I didn't see him down there either, so I don't know where he was hiding out at. Maybe he had a jacket on, keeping the throwing arm warm, who knows. And again, Laurel Highlands next week will travel to Bell Vernon, 7 o'clock start at James Weir Stadium. We're on the air at 6 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. And again, Uniontown will take on Brownsville next week. Red Raiders playing an independent schedule for the third straight year. And hopefully, Steve, we don't have any big COVID disruptions like we've had over the last 2 years. The Red Raiders had to cancel, I think, 4 games last year because of COVID issues either they had or their opponent had. It'd be nice just to see a full schedule being played. The Mustangs, though, only have 9 games on the schedule. They have 1 open date, which could still get filled. There was some talk that Mohawk, just due to some hazing at their school, might have to shut down their football program for the year. They were scheduled to play Beaver Falls on October the 7th, the date the Mustangs have a bye. That would create a pretty good game if Laurel Highlands would choose to schedule Beaver Falls if Beaver Falls ends up looking for a game that day. As of now, it's an open date for the Mustangs. We'll see if anything pops open that week. And that could be a situation, too. You might have a couple of schools that have games canceled because of COVID or another issue that pop up that week, and you might not know who you're playing until a couple days beforehand.
Yeah.
But the bye could also come at a good point of the season. You play TJ the week before, and then you'd get set up for the stretch run. You might want to rest up a couple of guys and be set to go for the stretch run for the playoffs. I'm not sure what they'll decide to do, but as of right now, it's an open date for the Mustangs, October 7th. And Laurel Highlands will kick off here to start the second half. Harry Radcliffe with it teed up. Mustangs working left to right as we described.
How about that 20 penalties? Both teams had 10 penalties in that first half.
Wow.
That's a lot of penalties.
Especially for just a half of football. It's a lot of penalties for a full game as well.
Billy Beaner's going to have to wash his penalty flag when he gets home.
He's put it in the dryer. I'm sure it's wet. And Radcliffe will send it away. Another good kick from Harry. Deep on the far side. It'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback over the head of Tavian Richardson. So Uniontown will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, but they did show, Steve, on that last drive that they can move the football.
Well, they moved it, but they didn't show much urgency, and you wonder why they didn't try to throw. I mean, I know they're not a passing, high passing offense, but, you know, when you got the clock running down and you're at the 40-yard line, 35-yard line, I mean, you know, you want to run the ball, get a couple yards, meaningless stats, really, at that point, right?
I just think they're just trying to get the program together right now. I think it's so early on, first game of the season. A lot of these kids never played organized football before. And I think that's kind of where you're at with the Uniontown program. I actually mentioned it to Billy Dice walking at halftime. I said, Billy, why don't you guys try to throw? He's like, we tried to get it down there, but I think it was just the fact that you might be working with a limited playbook at this juncture of the season. So see, they have up their sleeves here, working right to left. Down 26-0 to Laurel Highlands. And Tavian Richardson's your quarterback. Again, operating on that semi-loaded pistol. Takes the snap. Rolls to the far side, trying to turn the corner. And Richardson right out of bounds to the 21-yard line. Just a yard gain there for Tavian Richardson. They failed to start the clock for the third quarter.
Yeah, the clock.
Now it's rolling.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, that took a little while. So 2nd and 9.
Number 18 for the Mustangs. That's Parker Hoff coming off. He made that tackle, and now he's coming over there getting a cramp. Looks like a cramp situation. They're stretching his leg out.
We get a lot of that, though, early on in the season. It was a muggy night earlier. Things have cooled off, though. And Laurel Highlands High School tonight.
The play clocks have come back. At least the lights are on. It's both at 0, but
not running though. Richardson's going to put it up. He's going to throw deep far side, single coverage, but it goes well over the head of the intended wide receiver there, Kadrian McLee. And out of bounds. McLee had a heck of a catch last week in Uniontown's scrimmage against Manessa and actually caught it off the helmet. Kind of one of those old David Tyree catches from back in the day. And scored a touchdown. Yep. Of course, he's a heck of a basketball player, and with the Mustangs and the Red Raiders loaded for the basketball season as well, I think it's going to be a fun winter.
3rd down and 8, Uniontown 22.
Uniontown added Jameer Braxton from Albert Gallatin as a big guy down low. You know what the Mustangs have coming back with Rodney Gallagher and Keandre DeShields, even though they did lose Brandon Davis, who transferred off to a prep school a couple of weeks ago. Here's Richardson in some trouble, and Richardson not going to get out of this one. He's sacked back at the 19-yard line.
Just a whole host of Mustang players there. He tried like heck to get out of there, but now we're going to punt. And I tell you what, at 4th and 11, I mean, you know.
They've used 3 different punters so far tonight.
Well, Richardson was the one that actually caught the punt and got it off. And now they have.
And it's Nathan Searock again, number 3.
Exited punt formation.
No, it's Richardson, number 2.
Is it Richardson there?
Yeah.
Well, Richardson's 5. 2's Cameron Jackson. I think
Cameron.
Jackson sent it away earlier. You're telling me it's Cameron Jackson, too. I'll go with you with the binoculars
number
on.
2.
And Jackson, the short punt. It goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 And we're back in 30 seconds. Laurel Highlands up 26-0 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Mustangs going to work. Again, good field position starting this drive off of the Uniontown 33-yard line. And they have C.J. Soltis back as the quarterback. Soltis rolling to the near side. Quick out and actually threw that behind the intended wide receiver, Rodney Gallagher, right around the 30-yard line. So that'll bring up second down and 10. I think it's an open quarterback race right now between Soltis and Duke.
Jackson on the coverage.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there, Brian. It's just, the kid's trying, but he's, he threw that one right at the feet of Gallagher. And he's just, I don't know if he's rushing his throws or if he's just uncomfortable, but he, just.
They're going to have Gallagher back at quarterback here because Soltis is out. Now they're going to reposition him back at the quarterback position. I thought for a moment they were going to move Rod back.
Nope,
the QB, but you have Soltis back there.
Gallagher's out the slot to the right.
Correct. Soltis calling for the football on 2nd and 10. Looks out to the far side. That ball in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver there, number 7, Ben Wilson. Can't fault CJ for that one at all.
Intended for Wilson. Incomplete.
Wilson saw some time at running back last year after the initial injury that the Mustangs sustained after the Brownsville game, but then Wilson got hurt himself. Even Tajai Hooper, that came on as the running back in the playoffs for Laurel Highlands, got dinged up and missed the first half of the basketball season. 3rd and 10. Coming in motion now is Keandre. He'll reposition himself off to the slot right. As Soltis takes the snap, they're coming after him, pulls it down, looks to run, and CJ's going to get sacked. In fact, he got sandwiched. Back of the 40-yard line, you had 24, Maurice Jackson there. And I think Elijah Holmes also finished him off. Now 4th down.
That will bring up a 4th down at 17.
I'd be somewhat concerned, Steve, going into the Bell Vernon game next week. The way the offense has looked. Again, most of the touchdowns for Laurel Highlands have come. They've had great field position. With 4th and 17, they're going to go for it.
Well, it might be faking, going for it, and quick kicking.
4th and 17. Soltis going to take the snap. He's looking deep near side for Rodney Gallagher, and Gallagher unable to hang on. Would have been a heck of a catch in traffic. So the Mustangs turned over on downs. Uniontown get the football back. 9:17 left here in the third, 26-0. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Reminder, stay tuned after the game for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Send it off to Don after we wrap up our local post-game show. Of course, we'll have our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game. Always fun. And our final stats brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy. Cheerleaders have hung around.
Yeah.
I think the Uniontown band might have left. They didn't play at halftime. So the Red Raiders to take over, again staying in that traditional formation. Richardson out of the pistol, Swaney off to his right. This time Maurice Jackson behind him, and he'll get the football. Straight run right up the middle, and he takes it down close to the 45-yard line. 3, maybe 4 there for Maurice Jackson.
Yeah, a couple things that are curious in watching this game. You know, Antoine Black, number 4, for the Mustangs. he got that one carry, went 20-some yards for the score, and they really have only given him the ball one or two other times, and they just have not got him the football.
Low snap there to Richardson, a look to run and able to regain and get a Uniontown first down all the way down to the Laurel Highlands 45-yard line with another late flag coming in.
And they've only thrown a couple of deep passes to Gallagher, and I would think if you throw the ball down to Gallagher down like they did on that fourth down play, if you do that 4 or 5 times, he's going to come up with 3 or 4 of them.
I agree.
And they're just not doing it enough.
He's good enough. I think he's going to make the catch at least 50% of the time, even with a couple of guys around him.
Correct. And he's good enough to at least prevent the interception if he sees the ball going somewhere where it's not supposed to go.
Another unsportsmanlike this time against Laurel Highlands will push the football down to the Mustangs. Actually inside the Mustangs 30 down to the 29-yard line. And again, Keandre DeShields has been a non-factor as well tonight for the Mustangs.
That was on Rayful. Number 6 is getting that tongue lashing from the coaching staff.
Our picture looking a lot better now too, Steve, that Snags doesn't have to worry about rain coming into the press box as Richardson looking to put it up here on 1st and 10. Was hit as he released the football. Single coverage, far side, it's brought down for a Uniontown touchdown, Kadrian McLee.
Yep, he just threw it up for grabs. And
McLee's going to be a heck of a receiver as well for Uniontown. We mentioned the catch last week, and he comes up here with another nice grab.
For a Uniontown touchdown.
I think that was a shocker, Steve. Richardson to McLee from 28 yards out.
Coach Kosmarski over there cheering on McLee. Behind the net there, you see him?
I do, yes.
Yeah. And
heck of a catch. Makes it 26-6. Game not over yet. Here's Grant Barczyk on for the extra point. They have a personnel issue there. You had somebody trying to check in one of the linemen when the snap came back, and he was moving about 10 yards behind the kick.
Substitution, the penalty against Uniontown.
That was 67, Elijah Holmes.
Repeat the try.
They only had 10 men technically on the field, with Holmes trying to come in late. So now this extra point try for Barczyk will be a 25-yarder.
Well, at least they didn't waste a timeout.
Oh, I agree. We mentioned Barczyk playing 3 sports in the fall. Also was a member of Uniontown's hometown high Q team last year. So a heady kid as well.
He's probably working the lunch duty too.
Doing a little bit of everything. 25-yard extra point from Barczyk
Squeeze it over.
Waiting for the signal. No good. Late signal there from the far side. So the extra point, no good. It's 26-6. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. 8:15 left in the third. We're back in 60 here in the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
People make all kinds of mistakes with life insurance, like having some coverage but not enough to keep the family in the house, or only having life insurance through work and then losing their job. Want to avoid those mistakes? Call Allstate agent Russ Flaho at 724-439-9700. Russ Flaho can help you get the coverage your family needs at an affordable price. Are you in good hands? Call Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho today and ask for a complimentary life insurance review. Life insurance offered by Allstate Life Insurance Company in Northbrook, Illinois, and Lincoln Benefit Life Company, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Uniontown on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Tavian Richardson to Kadrian McLee, 28-yard touchdown pass, capping off a 3-play, 59-yard drive that took 1:02 off the clock. Extra point no good, but the Red Raiders back to within 20 at 26-6. And now Barczyk angles the kickoff down on the far side. Mustangs scoop it up. That's Hunter Kuzier on the return. Kuzier with a blocker out in front, coming near side as the 40-45. Across midfield, Kuzier still loose. Kuzier might take the kickback. He's inside the 20 with a great cutback, and Kuzier takes it to the house for a Laurel Highlands touchdown.
I'm looking for flags. I don't see any. That's a miracle. Nice job by Kuzier. Actually, Gallagher really led the charge there as he saw Kuzier on the right. It was a squib kind of a pooch kick up the right side toward the far sideline, and Gallagher instructed his man Kuzier to come over to the right side in front of the Laurel Highlands bench and had a convoy of blockers.
We'll call that a 70-yard kick return for a touchdown from Hunter Kuzier. All kinds of highlights tonight. Connellsville, by the way, up 13-6 over Albert Gallatin. That game just went to halftime. Now Radcliffe on for the extra point, trying to make it 33-6. Clean snap coming back. Soltis puts it down. The extra point's up on the way and good for Harry Radcliffe. So it's a 33-6 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. 7:59 left here in the third. We're back at 60 from the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
We welcome Big Al's on to our high school football broadcast this year as well. Steve, you told me you heard the spot. You're already looking forward to going over to Big Al's.
Well,
you love to try those new places.
Oh, yeah, I love the local sandwich shops are great.
33-6. Kick going back to Richardson at the 5. Has the 15-20. Richardson finally brought down at the 27-yard lines where Uniontown will start 1st and 10. So a couple of big plays, Steve. Yeah, the Richardson 28-yard touchdown pass to McLee, and then you come right back. Kuzier, 70-yard kick return for a touchdown.
Yep, 2 big plays. Mustangs didn't get any offense on the offensive side of things, but they did get a big punt return.
Certainly an interesting dynamic as far as high school football is concerned now in Fayette County, with 6 total schools playing football, but 3 of the 6 playing as independents. Fraser moving down to 1A this year. They hope to be more competitive. And, of course, you have Connellsville and Laurel Highlands now in the same conference, with Albert Gallatin, Uniontown, and Brownsville playing as independents. Richardson back out of the pistol set, inside handoff. That one going back to Maurice Jackson. And Maurice getting a couple of yards there up the middle. Call it to the 29s. Just give him a yard to bring up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down 9.
And the pace of this game is grinded to a halt. Just kind of a lot of penalties.
Yeah, you had close to an hour lightning delay as well in the first half. Which slowed things down a little bit. We did have a quick halftime, though.
Yeah.
Only an 11-minute halftime, trying to get back on pace a little bit. So now 2nd and 9. Richardson back out of the pistol, takes the snap. Get another inside handoff. They're going back to Maurice Jackson again. This time we'll get down to the 32, 4-yard pickup to bring up 3rd down and 5. Would you say here, Steve, if it's 4th and 3, 4th and 4, you just go for it if you're Uniontown at this juncture? Of course, 3rd and 5 upcoming here.
If it's 4th and 15 or less, I'd probably go for it. Just to, I mean, we've seen. I mean, how many times do you got to see a punt go backwards or return or, fumbled snap, whatever, snap over there? I mean, it's been one disaster after another in the punting game. I mean, you're better off just going for it and giving it to the ball and turning it over on downs.
3rd and 5, Maurice Jackson again trying to carry a couple of Mustangs. Another solid carry.
Yeah,
he's going to be close to a 1st down. Needed 5, got 4, so bring up 4th down and 1. I think you have to go for it here. 4th and short.
Yeah, there's no decision, really.
Richardson going over and talking to Jeremy Brain on the far side.
Gain of 5, 4th
It's 4th and 1 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Again, Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown 33-6. Red Raiders trying to keep this drive going.
It's 4th down.
And again, they turned off the play clock, so we don't know how much time's remaining on them. I think the Red Raiders need to hurry right now because they've taken a lot of time. And Richardson staying back in that semi-loaded pistol. Mustangs crowd on the line. Richardson pulls it down. Late pitch going back. Try to send it off to Maurice Jackson. And Jackson tried to lean forward, but I think he still is short of the first down.
He's not only short of the first down, he lost almost 2 yards on the play, Brian. They're going to mark the ball at the 30. Just inside the, not quite up to the 35. And the ball was at the 36, so he lost 1.5 yards.
He tried to surge forward, but I think they ruled he was actually down before that last surge, thus placing the football down at the 35-yard line. So the Mustangs once again start with good field position, and they have John Duke back as the quarterback. Duke a couple of touchdown passes in this game, 3-yard hook up to Gallagher, and an 8-yard. TD pass to Rodney back in the first down.
Timeout by the Red Raiders. They take it now after they don't get the first down.
We'll step aside for a quick 30 as well. 5:32 left here in the third. 33-6 Mustangs. Back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. If you've been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim, are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
5:32 left here in the third quarter. Laurel Highlands with the football. Uniontown took the last time out. Mustangs working left to right as we describe it. John Dukin is the Laurel Highlands quarterback. It's Jaden Tucker, Steve, off to his right. Triple left formation as far as the wide receivers are concerned to the wide side of the field. Duke takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, looking deep. Keandre is there, and Keandre hauls it in. And they're going to rule him out here, I think, at the 1-yard line. So a 34-yard hookup.
Yep, they rule him out on about the 2.5. Nice pass by Duke. Kind of threw it down on a line, down the right sideline, then fit it right in a little seam. And Keandre caught him right in stride and made a nice catch.
There's Big George with his foam finger there.
Yeah, he's waving it all the way down there in Delaware, or Maryland now, right? He's in Maryland.
Now Duke here on 1st and goal from inside the 2. Takes the snap, quick screen, far side. That one goes to Gallagher, and Rodney Gallagher into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown tonight to extend the Laurel Highlands lead to 39-6.
Duke's pass completed to Gallagher.
That's the 3rd time we've seen the Duke to Gallagher hookup.
Yep.
This score occurring at the 5:17 mark of the 3rd.
Touchdown, half the points posted a right.
And now Radcliffe with an extra point try here to try to extend the Laurel Highlands lead to 34. Or you get to 35, Steve, you'd have the running clock the rest of the way.
Yeah, you wonder why they're not going for it, but maybe they want to get a little more game action.
Clean snap. Soltis puts it down, and the extra point from Harry Radcliffe is on the way and good. So with 5:17 left in the third quarter, it's a 40-6 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Upper Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Malibu for only $26,340. Loaded with remote starter and driver confidence package. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. All prices are plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs lead now up to 40-6 over Uniontown. That was just a two-play, 35-yard drive. Took only 15 seconds off the clock. Now Harry Radcliffe to send it away again here for the Mustangs. Harry with the run-up. Little pooch kick here on the near side. Squibbed down the field. McLee just dives on it at the 25-yard line. That's where Uniontown will start, 1st and 10. I think McLee, Steve, is going to be electric on the basketball court this winter as well. Now up to 6'5", 190 pounds. He grew a couple of inches in the offseason. Entering his junior year.
26-yard line.
Now Coach K's over there rooting on his kids. Nice to see.
They should be loaded. There's no doubt about it. And that's going to be a fun conference with Laurel Highlands and Uniontown back together again. Been a couple of years since we've seen them in the same basketball conference, and with both teams expected to really be contenders this year, you could see some fantastic games between the two schools. So Red Raiders going back to work here again with Tavian Richardson. He takes the snap, pulls it down, looks to run on the far side. Richardson cuts up the field. It's down to the 29, 4-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 6. So we approach the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. A couple of folks asking on the live stream today too, Steve. Haven't seen much of Notorious Grooms, number 28 on the Uniontown side.
I don't think we've called his name yet, have we?
No. Had a couple of inquiries about it. Maybe you can put the binoculars on it and see if you can catch Torrey down on the far side. We also have Calvin Winfrey on this Red Raiders team as well. 2nd and 7. Richardson play fake, pulls it down, trying to turn the corner on the far side. Just goes back to the line of scrimmage
Richardson on the carry.
for no gain. Bring up 3rd down and 6. Caden Friel with that last tackle defensively for Laurel Highlands.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7.
On the Uniontown 29-yard line.
Again, the latest Laurel Highlands touchdown, John Duke to Rodney Gallagher, 2-yard touchdown pass. Came after a Duke to Keandre DeShields' 33-yard pass that went down inside the 2-yard line. A couple of folks watching down in Morgantown. Actually said a place called Mario's Fishbowl has the game on in Morgantown tonight.
Wow.
How about that? And here's Richardson scrambling on the near side, and he'll get brought down.
You've never heard of Mario's Fishbowl, have you?
I have not. And on that hit, Steve, that was a heck of a tackle there.
Place.
I'll let you get to that, from Jaden Tucker. Go ahead.
Spent many nights in Mario's Fishbowl back in the day.
Well, now at the
used to throw the quarters up against the, toss the quarters up against the wall in the cup there, and the ring toss, and
4th down.
big fishbowl glasses of Tony's favorite beverage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep. And
of course, you're a West Virginia legend. I got the latest West Virginia football media guide. You're still in there a couple of times, holding some records. Most punts, most punting yardage. I think there's one other one too. Red Raiders to punt.
It's blocked. Going the other way.
And that ball is loose here on the near side. And a little scrum for it's going to go out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. On the block there for the Mustangs was 76, Andrew Molyneux.
It was blocked. It was hit. The punt went so low, it was hit right into the guys in front of him.
Maurice Jackson on the down.
And again, another situation we talk about all the time. Punting in high school football can be an adventure.
That's 4 or 5 times tonight for Uniontown. They've had issues with the punts. And give Molyneux credit there. Right place, right time, made the play. Put the hands up and made the block. Now the Mustangs set up again, and a touchdown here would enact a running clock the rest of the way. And 40-6, line of scrimmage, the Uniontown 19-yard line with 2:52 left here in the third quarter.
Mario's Fishbowl, Brian, is a legendary Morgantown establishment, just so you know. If
really brought back some memories.
If anyone spent any time in Morgantown and is a college student, they are well aware of Mario's Fishbowl.
Handoff going there to Antoine Black. Had a touchdown before the lightning delay. Gets run out of bounds there.
Classy, nice.
Inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9. And Black getting close to a first down. Maybe give him 9.5. Maurice Jackson ran him out of bounds.
Your kind of place, Brian. They got a lot of good chicken wings in there.
Oh, do they? That's
good.
good.
Yep.
So it's a place I'd still want to go even being 43 years old, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to pick up the flag. There was a flag down for some reason.
There was no foul on the play.
I haven't been there in a few years,
left.
but they used to give you the beers in a big, huge glass, like a big fishbowl.
Well, I'm sure with Rodney going there next year, I'm sure there's some increased interest probably in Laurel Highlands down in the Morgantown area. Want to see this kid play. Said he's one of the best West Virginia recruits they've gotten in a number of seasons. He's in a little banana bunch out to the right with Duke out of the shotgun on 2nd and 1 from the 10. Duke looking near side. Gallagher again looking for his 4th touchdown of the night, and he has it. That's the 4th time it's been Duke to Gallagher.
And that'll send the clock running for the rest of the night.
Correct.
Get this crowd back to Mario's Fishbowl and get them back to Mama Maruka's and Potter's and everywhere else.
They're watching us.
Yep.
It's great to see the folks back again. A lot of folks checking in from North Carolina, Florida, going through the live stream today. Appreciate everybody hopping on. A lot of folks watching again tonight. Now Radcliffe trying to make it 47-6, and of course you get another flag.
Yeah, I was spent the week out in California, and
you
my
played
phone
Torrey
was,
Pines.
My phone was ringing like crazy. Everybody wanted to know. They didn't want to know about me playing Torrey Pines. They wanted to know about what time's the game Friday night.
Yeah.
I got guys asking what time, where, who, where, whether it was at Uniontown or Laurel Highlands.
That was just a 2-play, 19-yard drive, took just 16 seconds off the clock. Now Radcliffe for a 25-yard extra point attempt. Again, appreciate the sponsor support, all the listener and viewer support as well. It's been tremendous last couple of years, especially since we started doing this live video streaming. And we're doing it again all year as Harry Radcliffe adds the extra point. It's 47-6. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. 2:36 left here in the third. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Does your family need more room to run? Whether your kids have 2 legs or 4, a new home with a bigger backyard may be at the top of your wish list. Let the friendly loan officers of First Federal of Greene County lead you through the process of applying for a mortgage loan. Visit one of their offices in Uniontown, Waynesburg, or Washington, or apply online at www.ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of both the players and the coaches, as well as the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Red Raiders with a kick return and taking that one back. Number 21, Camden Jackson.
Jackson on the return.
Camden,
on the near side.
a cousin of Cameron and Maurice. Cameron and Maurice, the two brothers, but you have Cameron Jackson and then Camden Jackson. You can't just call him Cam Jackson out there, can you, Steve?
Nope.
First and 10, Red Raiders.
Keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
The clock rolling down at 2:21 left here in the third. Red Raiders with the football back. Lone Uniontown touchdown tonight.
Still a lot of fans still here.
28-yard pass from Richardson to Kadrian McLee. 4 Rodney Gallagher touchdowns tonight, all coming from John Duke. Hunter Kuzier, 70-yard kick return for a touchdown. Antoine Black, 32-yard touchdown run, got the scoring started. There's a little jet sweep on the far side there for Uniontown, getting a couple of yards there on the run. I think that was Notorious Grooms. You called for him earlier, yes, 28. Notorious Grooms getting his first carry, getting 2 yards. And folks ask about him, Steve, they get him involved. It's like they're listening or watching us.
Yep.
Ball now spotted on the Uniontown.
Mentioned Harry Radcliffe as well, Steve. His younger brother, a freshman on this Laurel Highlands team, also a member of the Laurel Highlands soccer team as well. And they have a sister, Jocelyn. She's a junior on the Laurel Highlands soccer team. She have 3 Radcliffes all in high school. Wow. Family has to be busy during the fall. Richardson going to put it up, looking deep middle into coverage, and that pass almost intercepted. In and out of the hands there of Anthony DeCenzo.
This pass intended for Grooms.
Grooms was the intended wide receiver.
Anthony DeCenzo on defense.
Under a minute now left here in the third quarter. Again, 47-6 Mustangs over the Red Raiders. And two schools, Steve, will actually play a soccer doubleheader on Tuesday. Girls at 5:30, boys at 7:30 over at Bill Power Stadium. A busy couple of days for the Uniontown and Laurel Highlands sports program.
You doing one of those games?
I'm doing both of those games on Tuesday. And there's a little handoff. Not going anywhere for Cameron Jackson with our friends at South Union on Tuesday.
Jackson.
That was a 4-yard loss.
Jackson on the carry. Stop.
Glad I brought my sweatshirt because it got a little chillier.
I got some new long sleeve gear, been waiting to bust out. Maybe I'll have
Bring up fourth down.
to start putting it on here over the next couple of weeks. That's going to be the final play, I believe, of the third quarter.
Uniontown.
They stop the clock. Do we have another penalty? We did. Against the Mustangs. That's a personal foul. Take it down to the 48.
Illegal tackle.
Called illegal tackle.
Billy Beener had to wind the clock 3 times to
get it going again.
Yeah.
That's going to end the third quarter, 47-6 Mustangs over the Red Raiders. We're back with a fourth and 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
That is the end of the
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Derek Marucci corrects me, Steve. Ronnie Gallagher, 5 touchdowns tonight, 4 offensively. Had the scoop and score defensively as well. So a 5-touchdown night for Ronnie. Thank you very much, Derek, for the clarification.
Derek, it's been a little difficult for Brian to keep everything straight with the equipment being wet.
It's been a tough day.
He's got to give him a little slack tonight.
It's been a rough night. Richardson trying to put it up. Now he's going to pull it down and look to run. Gets across midfield. He's still loose. Has a Uniontown first down. He's still going inside the 35. And Richardson finally down to the Mustang 30-yard line. It's a 22-yard run.
Yeah, nice job by the Red Raiders not to just throw in the towel.
We had some towels up on our table trying to keep dry. Steve and I actually outside tonight just due to the space limitations inside the press box. We have our buddy Donnie Santor snags up in the press box running the camera for us tonight. We want to make sure that was dry. But Steve and I under the tent with the blowing rain earlier. Most of our notes, charts, and everything else we got got a little wet. Derek said he'll cut me some slack, so I appreciate that, Derek.
My charts look like the dog ate the homework. I tried to use that excuse in school a few times. It never worked, but I'm telling you right now, the rain got my homework tonight. I can't see anything.
We're under 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Richardson a little pump fake, pulls it down, looks to run again, spins forward, and he'll get brought down inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line on the tackle there. Colin Wilson.
And you can imagine if Mark John hadn't have put this 10 out for us. So we
wouldn't be out here. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Personal foul against Laurel Highlands.
Personal foul here against the Mustangs. We had 20 penalties combined at halftime. And now they're going to correct it here and say the personal foul's against Uniontown. Added a few more penalties for sure here in the second half as well.
As far as we know, as a varsity official, this first game for Billy Beener as a head official,
okay.
I believe. And, he usually was always a back judge, down on the sideline doing the pass interference calls on the sideline. But he's had a heck of a game to officiate, it's got to be closing in on some kind of record for number of penalties tonight.
It's one of those games, though, I think we'll talk about for a long time just because of everything that happened. Like, years from now, remember, Steve, when we were on the deck underneath the tent and it stormed and all of our stuff got wet?
Yeah.
It's one of those games I think we'll be talking about for a long time. I mentioned during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, this is actually the first time since 2001 that Uniontown and Laurel Highlands have met in the opening game of the season. Uniontown won that meeting 50-35. Of course, that was the Uniontown team that won undefeated in the regular season and then lost in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. They had a McLee on that squad as well. Boo, and here's Richardson looking deep again, and the ball is juggled and then dropped. And that was almost held on to by Calvin Winfrey. Calvin almost had it.
He almost had it. He tried to, looked like he was trying to tip it to himself and made a heck of an effort, but just could not corral it in. And pretty good throw by the quarterback. It's a very good throw.
I think Uniontown's going to make some progress, just even what we've seen tonight. You have guys like McLee and Richardson, I think, starting to mature a little bit. And they're going to be playing some teams this year they can certainly compete with. We mentioned Brownsville next week, have a couple of Somerset County foes. They'll play Carrick twice, Albert Gallatin later in the season. Now second down, that one going over the head of Richardson. He's trying to regain, ball loose, and the Mustangs get on it. It's like hot potato out there.
Well,
it is Laurel Highlands football.
Normally you'd fall on it, but you got to give quarterback credit there. He's trying to make a play. Down 47-6. What's the difference at this point? Another turnover.
The Mustangs get on it, and they'll take over. 8:47 left in regulation, up 47-6. We're back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
47-6, Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown. And got some Mustangs down there posing for pictures, Steve. So you know it's starting to get close to mop-up time when you're doing group photos on the sidelines. And you have Soltis back in at quarterback. He's scrambling near side, and he gets sacked. Back of the 41. Might have a Red Raider hurt here as well. A little slow in getting up there. It's Maurice Jackson made the sack. Now he hops to his feet. Good pursuit there from Maurice and company.
Good to see both cheerleader squads are together over there in a big circle of unity there, trying to do a little, do some cheers together, which is nice to see.
Always do that. Great sportsmanship between these two districts. 2nd and 13. Soltis, quick out near side. Keandre has to the 33. And Keandre trying to break some tackles. Will get brought down after an 8-yard pickup. Tackled there on the play by Noah Manitou. Now bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 8.
3rd and about 5.
3rd down and 6.
7:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Again, 47-6. Mustangs over the Red Raiders. 5-touchdown game for Rodney Gallagher. 4 on the offensive side, 1 on the defensive side. As Keandre comes in motion, that'll be a little pitch forward. Will actually be a pass as Keandre gets inside the 30, inside the 25. He's still going inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. So that'll be scored a 15-yard pass from Soltis to Keandre.
Yep. Just tossed it about 6 inches, but it counts as a pass in his stat book. That's pretty nice.
That is good enough for a Laurel Highlands first down.
6:47 left in regulation. Football down to the 19-yard line. Mustangs trying to make a late substitution here. The number 70 Hunter Rab, Layton running off there. They're going to let it go. And you have in the backfield as well, Antoine Black to the right of CJ. Soltis takes the snap. Roll out to the far side, throws on the run into the end zone. Keandre is there, but couldn't hang on. Pass falls incomplete.
Well, this looks like the drive that they decided to get Keandre a few stats.
I agree.
Get on the ball a little bit.
That's not going to be a tough game, or not going to be an easy game next week for the Mustangs against Bell Vernon.
I don't see Gallagher out there. Is he still out there? No, yeah, he is.
Yep,
he's
still in the
there.
huddle. Quentin Martin, one of the top recruits for the junior high school class in the country. Be a force certainly on the Bell Vernon side. Of course, they lost Devin Whitlock to graduation. 2nd and 10 now from the 18. This handoff going to Black, and he'll be hit behind the line of scrimmage with a flag on the play. It might be a face mask and driven back. We'll check the flag. They're grabbing him up high.
Black on the carry.
Wait for the official signal here from
Yeah, you're right.
Mr. Beener and company. It is a face mask penalty. And free yardage here for the Mustangs. Get it back to the 18-yard line. Again, after
shouldn't the clock be running?
I think with a penalty they stop it. Now they'll
Yeah,
wind it
look,
again.
he's winding it again.
Second down, 9.
I don't think he wanted him to stop the clock.
No. Have the Trib Live scoreboard show on the way next. Don Rebel and company. Triple left formation here. And a quick screen. Soltis over to Keandre at the 15. Keandre to Shields cutting up the field and gets out of bounds to the 9-yard line. 10-yard pickup. Should be enough for a Mustang first down. He needed 10 and got 10.
Jones on the tackle.
Keandre coming out of the game.
Bring up 3rd down and 1.
I'm going to say he was short there, Steve. They ruled him out at the 11. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. Keandre now out of the game. Still have Rod in there. Again, Gallagher 5 touchdowns tonight. You have Jaden Tucker in the backfield as well.
He doesn't know where he's going. He's like...
You have a timeout taken. Timeout, Laurel Highlands will take one as well. 4:31 left here in regulation. 47-6 Mustangs over the Red Raiders. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, again 47-6. Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown. Antoine Black got the scoring started. Mustangs went up 7-0. We had nearly an hour lightning delay tonight. Wondering why this one's still going on. 3rd and 1. Jaden Tucker coming in motion, gets the pitch, cuts up the field, and I don't think he got the first down.
He did not. He did a good job of fighting and scratching to get back to the line of scrimmage or close to it, but he still comes up a half a yard short. I wonder now, they're not going to kick a field goal, I wouldn't think, at this point, but just for the practice part of it, maybe let the kid kick one.
4th and 1.
They're going to go for it.
Harry's got a lot of work tonight as a Mustang kicker. Going in tight here. CJ under center, 2 split backs behind him. Twin receivers to the far side, man in motion, jet sweep, coming near side with the football. There is Tristan Baker, and Baker gets down near the pylon.
Wow, another flag. Unbelievable.
And they're going to rule Baker out of bounds right around the 2-yard line. So an 8-yard gain.
Those
enough.
Flags come in. Something on the blue, he said. Another flag.
It would have been an 8-yard gain and a Mustang first down. Personal foul signaled here.
You wonder
He did not
what is
point,
going
though.
on. Why are they putting so many personal fouls? These guys just undisciplined football. You figure after 1 or 2, they would realize, hey, the refs are calling it tight.
You can't hit late. I'm going to say the infraction occurred right around the 8-yard line, but was the personal foul after the whistle. Now they're calling holding and a personal foul, so 2 fouls on the play.
Well, they were going to kick a field goal, and now Mr. Radcliffe is not going to get the try.
Well, it's going to go all the way back to the 36-yard line. You had the initial holding penalty, then the dead ball personal foul tacked the 15 on after you went back 10 on the hold.
Yeah, but now you're at a 55-yard field goal. I mean, this is...
It'll be 53. Actually 54 if they put it down here at the 44. And ask Harry where he wants it at. Be a 53-yard attempt.
And he's kicking off the ground.
Yes.
He could use a tee.
53-yard field goal.
I think he wants to kick at the next level, though, Steve, so he's getting ready. 53-yard attempt here for Harry Radcliffe will be a Laurel Highlands school record. It's up on the way, and that kick has enough distance, and it's good! 53-yard field goal for Harry Radcliffe. A new Laurel Highlands record puts the Mustangs up 50-6. When was the last time you've seen a 53-yard high school field goal? It's been a while, Steve.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I tell you what, to me it looked like it went under the crossbar, but I think the officials, I mean, we got to see that again, but either way, that was a heck of a kick.
Get this kid some college looks. Harry Radcliffe gives the Mustangs a 50-6 lead over Uniontown. 3:01 left here in regulation. We're back in 60 on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Kickoff went back to Notorious Grooms, takes it back to the 10-yard line. But how about Harry Radcliffe, Steve? Longest field goal in Laurel Highlands history. 53-yarder occurring at the 3:01 mark of the fourth quarter.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm sure his mother, Courtney, rest of the family have to be pretty happy tonight. What a kick from Harry.
So those penalties were advantageous to him.
To him, yes.
That was like, couldn't have worked out any better for him.
They were setting it up, right? Want to try a long field goal. That was from the ground, too. That's impressive. A lot of kids use the tee straight off the ground. 53-yard field goal, Harry Radcliffe. Now Uniontown, pretty much with a lot of second-teamers on the field right now on both sides. Trying to wind this one down. New quarterback for the Red Raiders as well. Number 8, William Nedley. 5'11", 175 junior, just handing it off. Up to the 15-yard line. 5-yard pickup there as we go under 2 minutes left in regulation. Again, next week we're up in Ross Draver Township at Bell Vernon High School for the Leopards of Bell Vernon taking on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs on the air at 6 o'clock with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Opening kick set for 7 next Friday night.
I think we just saw the play of the game.
Oh, we did. I was already thinking it. Our first Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
Nick's still awake, if Nick's still awake back in the studio, he
cue up that field goal, Nick. We want to hear it again, and everybody else does on the way home. 1:25 left here in the fourth. Handoff going here on the near side, and that's number 2, Cameron Jackson, taking it up to the 23-yard line. 9-yard pickup for a Uniontown first down. And our Facebook Live feed blowing up on that last kick there from Harris.
Just got a text from my buddy Squirrel Byers, and he's down there with it's got to be his grandson, with a Looks like a nice cold fish bowl he's enjoying down there watching the Mustangs. I bet he enjoyed that. He enjoyed that kick.
A lot of flags. Might be a face mask here.
More
on
flags.
The inside handoff to Cameron Jackson. Jackson picked up 11 despite the foul with 40
You would
seconds
think
left.
at some point these guys, I don't know, Billy Beaner's a level-headed guy. You would think at some point he would say, okay, guys, that's enough. Let's get it, take it to the house. Let's get it in, you know. These kids got to learn these flags. Eventually, it's going to cost the Mustangs. You know, you don't want to have it cost you a game or some pretty big field position at some point later in the season. So it's a learning lesson for Coach Colasar.
Moves the ball to the Laurel Highlands 49. First and 10.
So after the penalty, it gets moved down to the 49. And they're going back here this time to Cameron Jackson. And Cameron Jackson inside the 35-30, 25-20. Cameron Jackson breaks another tackle inside the 5 before getting run out of bounds with 10 seconds left. And the clock's just going to roll here because you have the running clock. But Cameron Jackson, a nice carry to end the game on the Uniontown side. But the Mustangs, too much tonight. A 50-6 win for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back to tell you all about it right after this. Mustangs over the Red Raiders, 50-6 here on WMBS, Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm McKenna.
And we're here to tell you about our youth group.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, nurse nights, and bowling, along with other activities.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Bridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
Chris Parker Jr., what's happening at Autoland?
Our new 2023 Hyundais are starting to arrive, and just announced Hyundai's Getaway sales event for the end of summer.
When it comes to getaways, I think everyone's concerned about gas prices.
If you want to get away and get great gas mileage, take advantage of the new fuel-efficient 2023 Hyundai Elantra SE with a 36-month lease payment of only $219 per month. See dealer for details.
Sounds perfect for a getaway road trip.
Plus, take advantage of our remaining new 2022 inventory with more arriving daily. There's a great selection of new 2022 all-wheel drive Tucsons and Santa Fe's for a getaway adventure. Both available with $500 HMS bonus cash.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs a 50-6 win over the Uniontown Red Raiders on this opening night of the high school football season. Time now for our First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game, and it's a Harry Radcliffe 53-yard field goal, school record field goal for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
53-yard attempt here for Harry Radcliffe will be a Laurel Highlands school record. It's up on the way, and that kick has enough distance, and it's good. 53-yard field goal for Harry Radcliffe. A new Laurel Highlands record. puts the Mustangs up 50-6.
That really has to set the tone well for him, Steve, for the fall. Soccer season starting next week. Football season underway tonight. Talked about you have 2 Radcliffes playing football and soccer as far as on the boys' side. Jocelyn playing on the girls' side. Just it has to be a special night for the family.
Pretty good, especially kicking it off the ground. You know, that's got to impress a few college scouts out there, you know, just to get the ball that deep. And, you know, that's pretty impressive on a wet, sloppy field for him to kick 153 yards. It's got to make him feel pretty good.
Yeah, almost deserves a scholarship just for that kick.
Yep.
So 50-6 your final score. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Stats coming your way next, courtesy of Peachin's Pharmacy here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
When transferring your prescriptions, Peachin Pharmacy makes it quick and easy. Just bring your current prescription bottle into the pharmacy at Peachin Market in Connellsville or give us a call and we'll do the rest. It's that easy. You can also go online at peachinpharmacy.com. Plus, your caring Peachin Pharmacy pharmacist is always on hand to answer your healthcare questions or concerns. It's just like that. Quick and easy at Peachin Pharmacy.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere, it's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs win at 50-6. Before we get to the stats, let's go through our scoring summary. Mustangs got on the scoreboard first. 32-yard touchdown run from Antoine Black at the 8:47 mark of the opening quarter. Harry Radcliffe added the extra point, made it 7-0. We had close to an hour lightning delay. After a partially blocked punt, Mustangs took over the football again. John Duke to Rodney Gallagher on a 3-yard touchdown pass. Extra point, no good, made it 13-0. That score occurring at the 10-17 mark of the second quarter. And then after a Uniontown fumble, scoop and score from Rodney Gallagher, 10-yard fumble return for a touchdown. That was at the 8:22 mark of the second quarter, made it 19-0. And then John Duke, 8-yard touchdown pass to Rodney. That was at the 7:28 mark of the second quarter after another partially blocked. That might have been after a fumbled punt. Nonetheless, made it 26-0 after the extra point. And then that was actually, Steve, the score at halftime, 26-0. What was funny, at halftime, Uniontown actually outgained Laurel Highlands at the break stat-wise, but a lot of that was just due to the fact that Uniontown had a lot of turnovers.
And I bet you when we see the stats, it's going to be pretty close again because the Mustangs didn't have a lot of offense there in that second half. It didn't seem like, and the Red Raiders actually moved the ball some, so it's going to be fairly even, I would think, or close to it. But the Mustangs obviously made way more big plays and were never really, threatened in the game as far as losing the game.
Well, the second half actually started with Uniontown getting their only touchdown of the night. Tavian Richardson to Kadrian McLee made a heck of a catch in the end zone, or actually just shy of the end zone, and got his way into the end zone. 28-yard touchdown reception, made it 26-6. That was a 3-play, 59-yard drive, took 1:02 off the clock. Extra point was no good. And then Hunter Kuzier, a 70-yard kick return for a touchdown right after that Uniontown score. Nick has that one queued up for you as well.
And now Barczyk angles the kickoff down on the far side. Mustangs scoop it up. That's Hunter Kuzier on the return. Kuzier with a blocker out in front, coming near side as the 40-45. Across midfield.